What is happening? And welcome to your Thursday Night Delight. I myself am one of your hosts, Brent the Right Way, and joining us tonight, the man behind the white shades, Tyler from Life Bricks. Shout out to Sean the Right Way, who is not here and who would have had a way more epic nickname to give Tyler right there on the spot. Sean might be joining here in a little bit. He's on a work thing still. He's a traveling man. That Lego CPA might be dropping by here in a little bit as well. But for now, it's just me, aka Brent's Bricks, and Tyler from Life Bricks, and we are a couple of brickheads. Yeah. Go. Boom, boom. And there it is. Man, I can't believe I didn't mess up the intro. Sean makes it look so easy. Welcome, welcome, welcome everybody to your Thursday Night Delight. September 21st. Yeah, I'm double checking here. Yes, September 21st. Sean usually double checks that he knows the date before we start. But September 21st, our 100th and 107th show ever. Not including other stuff. Speaking of other stuff, guys, we got Figonomics going on every single Tuesday. Now it's our second weekly show. So if you guys haven't tuned in, definitely check those out. The first one was with M&R and Maddie's Minifigs. So that was an interesting one right there. And then last week we had Ryan and Rod the Collector, Rodrigo Blankenship on YouTube. Definitely go check out his channel. Trying to get him up to a quick 1K real quick. So shout out to Rod for joining us this last Tuesday. But chat, thank you so much for popping in. This stream is being piloted by me and also Tyler, so this could get dangerous. Nobody say the SW words, if you know what I mean. But of course we will be talking a little bit of Ahsoka a little bit, a little later on. I think we're gonna have to touch on that a little bit. But thank you so much, Jawa, for saying Figonomics is great. But yeah, Thursday Night Delight, folks. A couple of brickheads. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Before we get too deep, coming in at the 4-minute mark. Sometimes it takes us like 44 minutes to mention this. But if you all are new, where is my banner? There it is, with Sean's little squiggly and his exclamation point there, the trademark Seanism. Oh no, that's weekly pickups. Sorry, I went down too far. But if you're new around here, be sure to give us a subscribe if you enjoy what you see here, and go ahead and leave a like while you guys are chilling in here. And big shout out to the Replay Gang. The Replay Gang showing up strong for Figonomics, for the main show here. So we appreciate the Replay Gang very, very much. We all know that a lot of you can't make it to the live show, but right now you're listening on Replay Gang, maybe killing it in the gym, hitting the gains. Maybe you're driving, long drive, driving to work, driving home from work. So any way you listen to us, guys, we appreciate you. And also, while I'm getting all of this mumbo jumbo out of the way, where's it at? Sean's usually driving, guys. He makes it look so easy. But shout out to Stud Sidious and shout out to our merch. Look at this beautiful Box of Boys shirt. Tyler, I got to get me one of these before they're gone. I know they're a limited run for these champion ones. Like this design will still exist, but once these champions are gone, they're going to be on just normal shirts. But Tyler,
are those still available on the Etsy store? Right? I mean, the champion ones.
I believe so. We will.
I might have to. That's pretty. I might have to go get one then, dude.
I'm gonna fact check this for you guys right now because it is our hottest selling item in the merch shop, the Box of Boys shirt. I mean, look at it. I mean, we're going to have lots of other great Yeah, the Box of Boys shirt is still available. 4 people currently have it in their cart. So, Box of Boys shirt, it's a heater. It's moving quick. Definitely get one before they're gone. I know I'm definitely going to have to get mine. We got the beautiful Ahsoka inspired ACOB shirt. My personal favorite, I still think to this day, is going to be that ACOB heaters, the Miami Heat inspired. Super sick. But we got other cool stuff on there too. We got ACOB Mandalorian style on there. I believe we still got this guy right here. Little medieval times, little castle inspired tee. So yeah, guys, be sure to go get you some ACOB merch. You know what I mean? That's the hat too. We need to get some more hats in the merch shop, but I do love the Star Wars inspired one there. So eventually I will have to get myself.
You guys need to see if you guys can do trucker hats, man. Or are those trucker hats?
I believe those are just normal hats, but
some truckers would be sick. Hats, man.
I like the 5-panel hats too. Those are kind of dope too. But I think a nice beanie for the winter time.
Ooh, beanies would be nice.
So, guys, as Sean likes to say, it's the hottest merch in the game. I mean, just look at that Box of Boys shirt. You got the ACOB on the sleeve. It's champion. It's beautiful. So go and get you some of that ACOB merch. And when you do get some of that ACOB merch, let us know. Tag us on IG. Let us know what's up. Let us know what you think. Give us some feedback. Tell us what you got. All that good jazz. And so, let me go ahead and take this off the screen. Sorry, guys. Just got our merch just stuck up there, and I hit the wrong button. There we go. All right. Anyways, guys, we do not have the typical Girth King music. I still don't really even know why that isn't in StreamYard, because Sean made that song, so StreamYard should let him put it in there, but I don't know if it's only in his board or whatever. But what are we gonna hit him with, Tyler? Do your favorite, feeding the ducks? Probably not. I'll spare you the misery.
Do
you know all these songs? Daydreamin', Lo-Fi.
Do like isn't there like a rock one or whatever?
Oh God. Yeah. What does this even sound? Oh, this sounds like the Advanced Auto Parts commercials, I think.
A little bit, yeah. Yeah.
Screw it, let's run it. Girth Gang, thank you so much for tuning in to your AutoZone special, your Thursday night delight. Do you need new brakes? Head on over to ACOB Auto Supplies to get the finest brakes you could possibly buy. Anyways, Chris B. What's good, Chris B? Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. And the pre-play gang, you know what? I'm sorry, guys. I couldn't help but just to almost talk like, come on down to Advanced Auto Parts today. Get yourself some brand new buy one get one free windshield wipers. Let's just throw some lo-fi in there, you know what I mean? We won't feed the ducks, but you know. Anyways, you gotta love the generic StreamYard music. But anyways, shout out to the pre-play gang. That's a new term here on ACOB, Tyler. We got the pre-play gang, we got the live viewers, and then the replay gang.
Oh, the pre-play, I've seen that before. And also, yeah. I wanted to give a quick shout out to, let's see who the name is up here. I thought it was funny. Where's it at? Damn, I might not be able to find it. Oh, Nixon Brick says Rodrigo Blankenbrick. Honestly, that should be his. I know he's not going only Lego. I know he's not going only Lego on the channel, but that'd be a good Lego only channel, man.
I'm surprised Sean hasn't came up with that one yet.
True.
Rodrigo Blankenbrick. But anyway, speaking of Brick, shout out to Max Bricks tuning in. Can't wait. Hopping up in that pre-play gang. What up, Fabu Brick tuning in? We got Billy. Got the first channel member of the night. Extra special shout out to Dave Bricks. We got Anonymous. We got JB Awesome Man. And we got Brickman USA. Brick Adjuster. Fabu Brick. Will Brick. Everybody's got a brick. A couple of brick heads just bricking around. Everybody has brick in their name. Except War Daddy, because he don't, and neither does Darth. And actually, Wisco has bricks. We got the Jedi brick. There really is so many bricks. That's crazy. Sean always makes that joke. Said everybody has Brick, but then even our own name has Brick. What up, Cooper?
Well, see, Brent, isn't it weird that like no one calls themselves like something plates? You know how there's like Lego plates and bricks, like the two most common. Is all those why is no one plate master 76?
Right.
You know, like brick master. It's gotta be brick master.
You know, I think there's somebody that's like a regular on Good Morning Brick World. And I think their name's Jumper Plate. I thought that was kind of sick.
Ooh, that's a very creative name.
Yeah. Shout out to Jumper Plate. I don't know if Jumper Plate's ever in the live chat here, or if Jumper Plate, if you're listening to us on Replay Gang, shout out to you for having a cool name. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We don't have the usual Girth Gang music, but we appreciate the Girth Gang so much. Andrew Miles, Derek P. We got Todd up in here. Got a beautiful crew of boyos and boyettes in here tonight. I think I mostly highlighted everybody. Man, guys, I remember when there used to be like 12 of you in here, and we'd go through the chat and it'd take us like 5 seconds. Oh, damn, Life Bricks is in the chat. Holy shit. Brick Jedi. We should do a giveaway for people that have Brick in their name, because there's so many.
It should be the opposite. It should be whoever doesn't have damn.
That's right. Whoever doesn't have.
Come up with the most creative name.
What up, Shreddy? Said nice ghost, Tyler. Were you holding up a ghost a second ago? Little. Oh, what is that?
A ghost.
An energy drink?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, dude, I hear ghost in the Lego chat, and I'm thinking the Lego set.
That's funny. That's actually, I didn't even think about that.
You know what I mean? Shout out to Shreddy for tuning in. What up, Matt? What up, Timmy? Another channel member tuning in. Pasta Master tuning in. Pasta Master. Oh, he said, "Hey Tyler and Bench."
What?
Brent.
Oh.
He's disrespecting me. He's trying to call me a bench rider. What up, Dave? What up, everybody? Hey, shout out to Moments, man. Hey, howdy, hey. Moments of the magic. Ooh, box of droids. We are about to get a box of boys and droids, hopefully next year. I can't wait till that's revealed, dude. I can't wait to check it out. Take a good look at it.
I gotta be honest. Like, again, everyone's gonna hate me for this, but I gotta be frank, dude. Like, I'm just not. I just can't get super excited about it, and you know why? You know,
just because of what it will probably end up looking like.
Look, I'll say this, dude. I mean, the concept of it's great. I think this is one of those sets that I can like, kind of get over my differences and like fully agree that like, dude, the Star Wars or the Lego Star Wars fan base needed this set. You get what I'm saying? Like, I can get over my disagreements and fully agree with like, holy shit, like Lego killed it. You know what I mean? But just me personally, again, I don't know. Again, I think truly what it is, man, is just clone trooper fatigue at the end of the day. I mean, not even so much. I can't blame that set. I can't blame 332nd, whatever. I think it's just truly just myself, dude, clone trooper fatigue.
But is it fatigue because of these new battle packs with like just how the printing and helmet holes is not?
I don't know, man. I think, I mean, part of it's truly just growing up. You know, I don't know. I think part of it's just growing up finally and kind of just, I don't know. I feel like everyone's kind of in the clone game. You know, there's really, you know, not that everything has to be special or, you know, unique. Like, that's the thing, dude. I mean, if clones weren't in battle packs and like weren't coming out of the factories, I mean, they'd be impossible to army build. If every clone was $30 a piece, like I wouldn't even be able to afford it. So it's like, I'm not blaming that at all. I just feel like it truly is kind of just the era of like Lego may have done a little too much, a little too quick. And like we were all asking for it, so I can't blame them. You know, I mean, I think it's just now that we're in the era, you know, I do think there's just a part of me that kind of just like, you know, it's not all it cracked up to be, you know, 10 years ago.
So it's more so like, okay, so if they were putting out this many clones, but they were spot on, all of them were beautiful, like Fox was done right, you know, and they gave, you know, some of the attention to detail that they would like CMFs or other, like if they really made clones look dope, would you still be fatigued, or is it just like there's so much excitement for when these things leak and then when they come out, just like the 332nds, just like, you know, all the helmet holes and the prints not being great and and the thing is on Figonomics last week we were talking about like clones that are desirable, and a lot of them are commanders, And the thing
Yep,
that
yep.
sucks is it's like, you know, if they mess up the commanders and they don't make them very awesome, then it's like the best clones that people want, but they aren't up to snuff. You know what I mean? So, and it's like you can still pass some of these if you know put accessories and the helmet holes and things like that. But I mean, guys, helmet holes have been talked about to death. But one thing that just gets me is like you look at this, Tyler. I know you're gonna know this clone.
Yeah, yeah,
When did this boy come out?
yeah. 2013.
Apologize for my super dirty fingernails. I was outside playing basketball today. 20 when?
2013.
Okay. Look at this helmet hole. It has helmet holes on both sides, right? But it's not so much the helmet holes as it is you have that like blank spot or helmet warts as Ryan would call it, and then the helmet hole is above that. And that's just kind of another like someone like yourself who's been in the clone game for a while, like when you know how good they used to be and you see what they and you've had all the good ones and seen them come and go and this and that, and it's like as time goes on things should get better and not worse. So I feel like that's a good kind of example of how that fatigue would kind of set in, where it's because I feel it a little bit too, and I had a really long dark age, you know. Of course I was around for like the first 501st battle pack that had the, good helmets and things like that. But yeah, man, it's kind of it's a tiring thing, will they correct it? Will they not? I mean, we'll see, man. Like with this battle pack. Maybe when this battle pack comes out.
Private chat,
What's
really,
up?
really quick.
Oh
Check.
shit.
That's why I'm laughing so much.
I mean, yeah, I feel that.
No, I mean, I don't care, but I'm just saying.
But
You get what I'm saying. I don't personally care, but you know where I'm getting at.
oh yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. So, anyways, guys, maybe the new clone set that's coming out with the droids, that battle pack, maybe they won't have helmet holes, but Anyways, guys, let's get back on track a little bit here and go over to the Falcon's Nest really quick. We're gonna go ahead and bring up the Falcon's Nest. Hold on, is this it? No, it's not it.
One quick thing is, I do got to be honest. The Figonomic show, man, that's been like killing it surprisingly for a new series. Like,
dude, yeah, man,
pulling the same numbers as this show, and it's a third of the length, and it's what I mean. Like, I'm just kind of like, it's actually like I don't know. I'm not the thing I wasn't confident in what you guys did, but like just in general, like it really popped off good quick.
Oh yeah, dude. Shout out to Figonomics and shout out to everybody who has tuned in and just have given us good feedback and showing up and all that good stuff. So yeah, man, Figonomics, it's been really cool. It's kind of refreshing to only have just like an hour long thing, even though typically I think for both of them we went about an hour and 15 minutes. But the goal is trying to keep it around an hour.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. Anyways, guys, let's get into a little bit of Falcon's Nest stuff before we get into tonight's main topic. I think let's go ahead and work in reverse here. Not a whole lot of craziness. I mean, we got official pictures of this new Winter Village set. I guess there's a new Avengers things coming out. We got more parrots coming out.
Yeah, there's actually not as much new stuff as I thought because we talked about even those parrots the last time I was on.
Yeah,
here, so.
yeah. It's kind of a slow week. I don't know what the heck this is.
Is that lo-fi thing, dude? Yeah. So what is it? It's a contest.
Building challenge.
What's the second slide say?
Create something with Lego bricks on the epic theme. Escape with Lo-Fi Girl. Huh.
I don't know, man. That's one of those things. I mean, I just don't understand. Like, I get it, but like, imagine if like Lego did a collaboration with like something or someone that's like actually relevant. Like, that's my thing. Like, why doesn't Lego like?
Yeah, I don't know what Lo-Fi Girl is. Like, yeah.
It's just like anyway. I don't know, dude. It's like dude, anyone, man. Like Taylor Swift, even like just anyone that's like just popping right now, dude. Why Lo-Fi Girl? It's like, come on, it's like, that's my take on that.
Before we get any further, extra special shout out to Padawan HQ, coming through with the 4.99 dono, 4.99 euros, I should say. It's 2 a.m. and I woke up to go to the toilet and thought I'd pop in to say hi. Hey, man, any way you can, we appreciate it. We know we're way past y'all's bedtime, but we appreciate you on Replay Gang. Hashtag Box of Boys. Speaking of Padawan HQ, man, he's had a couple really funny Box of Boys related Instagram reels. So those have been really awesome to see. So extra shout out to Padawan HQ.
Heck yeah.
Oaktown said toilet gang. Jeez. Yeah, moments. I don't even know who Lo-Fi Girl is. Yeah, me neither, man. Drop it like it's hot. Anyways, all right, guys. So a little bit of Falcon fan. Falcon's Nest. Not a whole lot of stuff. Not a whole lot of stuff. I guess before we get into this GWP, because Tyler, you covered that in your video that you dropped earlier.
Yeah.
I guess we'll go to this thing right here.
I love that thing, dude. I love it.
Okay.
I think that's look, besides the fact of I would have even bought one. The thing is with this shirt, I don't think I would have spent $250 on a bigger one. But I think they could have cracked this thing up to $99.99 if they made it look still this good.
Yeah.
It's like enlarged it. I like they did the designer did a great damn job with the pieces that exist, man, to make that.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, and I think this is the kind of stuff like the crowd that wants Super Mario minifigures and the crowd that likes the SNES, and the question block and things like that. Like this, the mature Lego Mario fans, like this is the kind of stuff we want here. If we can't get, minifigs, at least give us cool display pieces. So yeah, this thing is super, super cool. I mean, tell me that wouldn't look good, around your video game setup or whatever. I mean, this thing looks pretty sweet. I mean, and this is one. Oh yeah, shout out to Bowser too. Bowser's a great set too. So I like to see Super Mario do stuff like this. I think this stuff obviously sells way better than their the course game stuff. I mean, that stuff's always on clearance, and I feel like this is something that's gonna sell really well for $60 too. That's pretty good for this. I mean, it's pretty sizable, but I do agree with you. I feel like if they wanted to make this, just bump it up to $100, make it a little bit bigger. I think they definitely could have done that. Maybe they could have put a play feature in there.
Yeah, me personally, I'm gonna wait for I think a perfect time, and honestly, I might. Oh, it's only 540 pieces ain't bad, $60. But honestly, what I might do is, I mean, sure, in a perfect world, I get it even cheaper, but I'll see how I'm feeling. The first time I see it in Walmart for $48, a little 20% off rollback, a little casual rollback. I may pick it up.
Toss.
Yeah, I might pick it up. I'll see how I'm feeling, but it might be a little 20%. Yeah, it might be a little 20%. I feel just to get a little something off here, make myself feel a little bit better about the purchase.
Oh yeah. No, I like this thing too. Might not like it enough to go full price Jones, but I definitely could see myself picking it up with a little, Walmart rollback or something like that. Sean coming through in the chat saying fourth greatest Mario set.
Right.
So I would assume that the three he has above this would be the Nintendo Entertainment Center, maybe Bowser, and I know he really likes the airship, the Bowser's airship. Maybe those are the three he has above that. I mean, I know he bought like 2 of the Nintendo Entertainment System, so I know he likes that one a lot. Yeah, see Shreddy coming through with give me a buildable Toad. Yeah, they could do so many cool buildable characters.
Damn, Toad and Yoshi, man.
Yeah. So I think in terms, I think the biggest takeaway from seeing stuff like this, and the main thing that I want to say is this is the kind of direction we want Lego Mario to go in. This is what we want to see. The course builder stuff is fine. I don't think they need to, because, for as long as the theme has been out, and Tyler, agree or disagree, but like I feel like it's 80% of those course builder sets and like 20% like cool stuff that we actually want.
Bro, if you want to get analytical, dude, it's like 91%.
90, yeah. I was
because I don't
it's
think
probably more.
Brent. I mean, dude, 2 times a year they release like 10 starter
course builders.
Yeah.
Expansion packs and all that, yeah.
And dude, and even then at the start, I mean, like for the first couple waves, I mean, they were also doing like additional like 7 of those little. You put a different pair of pants on the freaking
Oh yeah.
electronic Mario. Like, come on, dude. They had like 8 different sets of different pants to put on Mario. It's like, come on.
Doesn't they look so creepy with their eyes off?
Is that one have batteries in it? Can you turn like? Are you able just to like turn the eyes on really quick or no? Yeah, I mean, it looks cool with the eyes and everything, but yeah, without the eyes, man, they're terrible.
What's cool is when you turn them both on. Do they not pair together? Hold on. Whatever. I don't know how to do it, but there's a way to do it. My 8-year-old knows how to do it, but you can like pair them together and they'll say hi to each other. Like they'll say, "Hello Mario, hello Luigi." It's
I
pretty
was
cool.
gonna say, did you say that? I mean, I know she has those, but did you say she actually has made a full course too, or no?
I mean, honestly, dude, we've got the Mario starter course, the Luigi starter course, and
Mm-hmm.
and if this tells you anything, even the kids aren't that into it. She hasn't really even opened. I have like maybe just a few, like expansion builds that I've got
Yeah,
her, and I don't even think she's built them. She'd rather build Friends
yeah.
or Disney or other things. So if even that tells you anything, like yeah, sure, a
It gets a
kid's
little
gonna
old
think,
quick, even for her. No.
yeah, oh yeah, and Sean will say the same thing, and his daughter's 5 or 6. He's like, she'll play with it for 10 minutes and she's out. You know what I mean? So, and the building process is pretty quick because it's just kind of laying plates on plates.
I
So,
mean, can we all agree, man? Imagine if they did again. It's remarkable. Imagine if they were to do a fully like electronic, like remote controlled Lego Mario Kart, where you can
oh,
make, dude,
so I,
courses where you do like a figure 8 course. You can extend your course.
oh yeah,
Okay, actually control each Mario Kart separately, and you can genuinely play with, your family. Again, all the mom, the dad, the 5 kids, everyone, dude.
right. That
Oh
would be
my god, that'd
super
be
sick.
incredible. That'd be
However,
crazy.
I think the only thing holding them back it is it just Nintendo. There's some toy company has made uh like the Mario Kart RC cars, and then you can hook it up to an app, and there's like it'll set up like a virtual course or a virtual track. I think I don't know if it was Nintendo themselves, but I think someone's not chat. Help me out. If anybody out there knows if there's like a weird uh
Like licensing thing, kind of.
licensing thing with Mario Kart, because dude, if they could do Mario Kart stuff, think about like, well, of course they don't have Lego Mario minifigures, but dude, like they could do like some Speed Champs scale
Oh my
Mario
god,
Karts,
little. Oh, dude,
and
you know
those
how
would
like
be
in Mario
fire.
Kart. Yeah, dude, like Mario Kart Wii. I used to play that all the time, and like Mario
Yeah,
Kart Wii has all the different, like each character's got like 20 different carts.
yeah, oh
Dude, like
yeah,
you can actually do, like, sure, get your little casual ones, your basic little Mario one, like in some of the, the actual sets and stuff. But
right,
then again, maybe not for a 25 spot but maybe for, I mean, sure, no one Lego, whatever. But I think a little cart 14.99. Throw us a fig in there, give us a nice cart, a little specialized one,
right.
120 pieces. Oh, dude,
Speed
I look,
Champ style.
dude, and imagine all the people. You know how you see like everyone like with like Lego train layouts and
Oh
everything.
yeah,
Lego Mario Kart layouts to be the next. Holy
would be
shit, man!
so dope. Would be
Dude,
so
that would
sick.
be.
Cause
Oh,
think they could kind of take like the road plate piece and like
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Kind of, yeah. Adjust those into like the genuine track pieces. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
dude. Another cool thing they could do is like, you know how when you hit the question blocks or
Mm.
whatever, is it question blocks on the track, or is it
Mystery boxes. I thought it
Mister? It's
was.
like a yeah. It's not exactly. It doesn't look like the question block, but when you hit the the power ups and bullcrap, like it'd be
Yeah,
cool if
yeah,
there
yeah.
was a play feature where the cars went through it and like a thing spun, like a triangular thing spun, and whatever it stopped on would be, I don't know. I'm just kind of spitballing here. Lego
Oh,
Mario
dude,
Kart would be really freaking cool, guys.
imagine even the fact of, dude, you could actually. I know it wouldn't like. I mean, actually, what kind of work? Because imagine this, dude. They're automated, so you can have like a little button on the remote, like where it like opens up a little flip up thing on the back of the cart. A
Yeah.
Lego banana piece falls out. All right, and then you know what I'm
Oh.
saying? It's not gonna like, sure, it's not gonna make like the cart behind him spin around, but like if it falls out on a little track like that and a cart behind, sure, with the little Lego wheels hits the little banana,
Yeah.
it's gonna make the thing fly off a little bit,
Well,
do a
dude,
little twirl, and then
even
it's like,
this, yeah, dude. Well, dude, even the simplest play feature, as if they had like a Speed Champs sized Mario Kart, and even if you just pressed a button and it just dropped out a couple banana pieces, like
Yeah,
that'd
just
be
for the aesthetic. I mean, dude,
yeah.
Brian, we need to make a different building block company and get this going, dude, and get that license going. Because Lego, the fact they, out of anything electronic, they chose to do Super Mario, that just like fundamentally, it's interesting, but it just doesn't work, dude. Like, as you said, like, kids are even getting bored. Like, you can't even play, you
Right.
can't even like really use these starter courses like with two people, right? I mean, it's just like,
Yeah.
it's just one person doing their little bounce around.
Yeah.
Like
Like I
Mario
said,
Kart, you can genuinely get the whole the family in. You
yeah.
could do a Lego Mario Kart game at Thanksgiving, dude, with all
Oh
25
yeah.
relatives. Like that's how fun it could be.
Now, in terms of playing through the courses with these little things, like you are pretty much just like on your independent run. I mean, these guys do Bluetooth together and they'll talk to each other and stuff. But oh, I just ripped Mario's arm. But the thing is like, oh my god, did I just break this?
Like actually crack it.
I don't think it's cracked, but like, see how loose this arm is?
Oh no, dude, you broke her Mario, man. She's gonna be pissed.
Dude, what the hell? I don't understand. I don't know. I didn't crack it.
Just gotta tell her that she did it.
Yeah, it'll be okay. Don't take the arms off your Mario's, guys. Anyways, no, I think, and so who said this in the chat? Oh, yeah, the comment I have highlighted, translucent rainbow track. Like, yeah, dude, they did Rainbow Road. Think about, did you ever see the stunt sets that have the loop-de-loops, but it's like translucent kind of Hot Wheels track looking thing?
Yeah, does that actually work for the stunts where they can like fit like technically go around the loop, or like do they just like go up halfway, fall down like all the time? Like,
It works, but it doesn't work like every single time.
mm-hmm.
Uh, but yeah, dude, everyone's saying Rainbow Road, man. Like, yeah, Rainbow Road would be so sick because they could kind of do like a almost like so almost like all right, you know how the Diagon Alley set like goes down the track. They could
Yeah.
do like a Rainbow Road thing that like just kind of spirals down. It'd be pretty. I don't know. It'd be pretty fucking cool.
Well,
Uh,
imagine even like at the end of some of the courses, man. Like you can like have it like where the final thing is like first one to like go off like the automated tracks where it's like it just like kind of free play, but then at the very end you have like the actual like roller coaster pieces, and it's kind of like first one to the roller coaster pieces, gets their cart secured on there and goes down to like the finish line, like something like that. Like there's a lot of things I mean, that's nuts. That is bananas. Yeah, that's just yeah. We need a Lego Mario Kart now.
dude. Well, and so I was trying to find this comment. Okay, so like I said, don't know if this is true. I don't know if it is Mattel, but like somebody does have, the Mario Kart license, which this
Yeah,
is the weird.
someone brought something. Yeah, someone's who was that? Yeah, someone brought that up. I forgot who that was.
Yeah, see,
Matt brought up Mattel has the Mario Kart license. Okay, so
yeah, but that's crazy that that's even a. I wonder if I can even like if Google would even tell me that right away, but
I mean, I'm genuinely blown away. I've thought about that a couple times in the past. Like that's not the first time I've thought about that, or like we're definitely not the instigators of that idea, but like just kind of talking about that again, like really, truly, just makes me want it even more.
dude, I don't know. Okay, I can't really get a straight answer from Google right off the way, but oh, so Moments said Hot Wheels has Mario Kart toys. That could be it. But Mattel owns Hot Wheels, right? So that yeah,
Yeah, Mattel owns Hot Wheels.
it all makes sense. So yeah, that's so weird, man. Because like that's so weird that it's like a subgenre of Mario Kart that Mattel owns, so Lego can't do it. But they can do pretty much anything else that Mario has to do with. I don't know, man. It's weird. But
YOLO brought up the Pokemon thing too, which that this is gonna be strange coming out of me probably, but But truly, I'm if anything, Pokemon is owned by that Mega Constructs. They have the Pokemon
Right.
license,
Mm.
and I got to be honest with you, I am more. I mean, look, it all depends on if Lego really got the Pokemon license, like went all out, new molds, everything like that. Then sure, I would rather
Hmm.
that. But like, I give Mega Constructs. I don't know if you see any of those at all, Brent, all the time. But like,
Yeah,
Mega Constructs, dude, they kill it with the Pokemon stuff, man. I mean, they have so many unique
that's pretty
molds, so
cool.
many prints. I mean, they literally make sure those Pokemon look accurate as heck, dude. No corners cut. And so I actually do buy quite a few of the Mega Constructs Pokemon. That's
They're
something
pretty
that I feel
sick.
like Lego might not be able to replicate if they owned it.
Yeah. I mean, they could do it well, I feel like, but I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, of course they could, but I mean, I've got no faith.
Yeah. So technically owned by the Pokemon company, so the license would be different, right? No. No, it's definitely Mega Construct definitely has the rights to make buildable. Oh yeah, Pokemon CMFs would be crazy. Um, yeah, guys,
Imagine would Lego ever do an entire 151 for
oof,
CMFs, like for the Pokemon, like 151 CMFs in one go for all the original 151?
that would be so damn crazy
See, I mean,
because there would. I mean, think about how many of those people would just be buying to really get. You would have 151 different outcomes. Here's the problem with that, though, Tyler. They can only fit so many. Well, because now I only got these freaking boxes. I mean, before you could fit a lot of bags in a the box that they come in at the store.
yeah, but
But
see,
now
that's
these,
the but Brent, that's the better part, man. 151 of them, dude. I mean, they're all over the place. You don't just like and you go back to well with that in mind. I mean, look, Pokemon themselves. I mean, they got to be brick built semi, or at least
yeah,
unique molds for most of them. Where it's like, but I mean, sure, I would rather them go back to bags fundamentally for any CMF, but like if they did bags and kept it to like 60 bags a box. I mean,
yeah.
honestly, I would like them to do it where it's like, dude, like luck of the draw. Maybe
Has
there's
a
not even a
yeah.
Charizard in
Kind of has
Indiana.
it's a chase element to it.
Yeah, no, truly, where it's like a big chase, dude. Like where you're not
Yeah.
guaranteed if you just find a box in a Kohl's that, like, oh, a fresh box that you can just
Well,
like
dude,
pick through.
because the most famous phrase from freaking Pokemon is "Gotta catch 'em all," man. So
Yeah,
could you imagine how many of those CMFs would be moving?
yeah, dude. I mean, Brent, dude, we just came up with two effing $1 billion ideas for Lego.
Mario Kart, and then CMFs that include all 151 of the first
Yeah, all at once. I
freaking
mean,
series
yeah. Holy
generation.
shit, dude.
That'd be crazy. Some people are saying brickheads in the chat. And guys, if Pokemon or if Lego had Pokemon, sure they do a couple of brickheads. And I think brickheads could translate pretty well, especially a 2-pack with Ash and Pikachu. I mean, come on,
100%.
like,
Yeah.
that'd be pretty good little 2-pack. Shout out to Yolo for bringing that up in the chat. But yeah, it'd be pretty sick. Anyways, guys, just to recap on this Mario thing, I think it's really, really cool. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Groot set. I feel like it's in the same kind of box. It's a good little display piece for around the same price. Oh man, why did I stop sharing? Oopsie. Sorry about that, guys. We weren't done with our friend Mr. Falcon just yet. I'll bring him back up here. I don't know how we got on a Pokemon. I guess it's Pokemon and Mario. It's similar,
All Nintendo, yeah.
It's in the family. All right, bringing the Falcon's Nest back up. Let's go ahead and backtrack here. And yeah, nothing else to really talk about other than this lovely thing right here, Tyler. Tyler, I didn't even know this was real until I watched your video today. Holy crap. Before we get all the way into this, what up, Richie? Our Toy World in the house, tuning in. Richie, I feel like you used to be a channel member. You're not anymore.
Oh, no.
Oh my God, Richie, how could you do that to us?
You're not giving them enough value every month, Brent.
Right. I think he was a channel member before. I don't know. Maybe he wasn't. Richie, I want answers. No hard feelings. But yeah, I didn't know this thing existed until I watched your video, Tyler. And holy crap! Like, Yellow said, "Is that a metal box of boys?" I mean, they aren't even metal, right? Like, what are these patches? What are they made out of? Like,
Well, see, dude, the funny part is, man, like this is the type of thing where I mean, and tell me in the chat too, and even Brent, like I'm curious, like I would have almost rather, have the Ularn and the Captain Rex as like cookie cutter outlines, dude, where it's like,
Yeah.
rather than like, dude, I'll be frank with you, man. I don't know anyone. Like, yeah, sure, there's some cosplayers and like some people that get pretty into it and put adhesive patches like on coats and stuff that like wear them out and about or like at conventions and stuff. Like I see that. Don't get me wrong, but
Mm.
for the mass majority of I feel like just the normies that are just say getting the set, like
Yeah.
who's walking around putting adhesive patches on their stuff anymore? It's like, you're not in Little League anymore. That's not like, so like my take on that, like for like actual usefulness, I would have literally rather had these be cookie cutters, dude, where I could just like make some dough, make a Captain Rex cookie tomorrow. Like I honestly, like just like if you want to get just into like random shenanigans, I
Yeah.
would rather a cookie cutter.
Honestly, cookie cutter, I don't know if they would be able to really include all the details of Rex. It really isn't it crazy though, Tyler, that it's come to this. Like we get these weird Star Wars GWPs, and we're talking about how we'd rather have them as cookie cutters. I mean, think about, dude. Look at this GWP, man. Look at this
Yeah,
Disney
yeah.
one with an exclusive Mickey fig, dude. Like, and the freaking look at this Harry Potter. Like, they can't tell us, oh, licensing. No, look,
Well,
they
see,
did it
and
with
same with, I
Disney.
mean,
Harry Potter, like, cool, freaking, like this came out with the big Gringotts set. Like, come on.
well, and Brent, the biggest thing too is, look, whenever we talk about licensing stuff, like I always, sure, Harry Potter is a license, but like I always directly compare Star Wars to Marvel. They're both owned directly by Disney, so it's like, the Avengers Tower later this year, is getting a promo with actual pieces and minifigs. From what I understand, I don't think
Of
the
course it
figs in
would.
that promo are exclusive. But
Yeah.
bottom line of it, dude, I mean, they're getting actual bricks and figs, which
Right.
that's what I'm looking for. Like, they could have literally given us a promo of anything, dude. It could have been a
Yeah.
501st clone trooper that they already make, not even a new fig. It could have been a 501st clone trooper, mowing the lawn, dude, with a lawnmower in front of them with a little,
Yeah.
like, it's something like that, dude. Just a couple bricks and a fig, even if
Hmm.
they're not new. Just that's, actually more useful as a Lego fan than some
Yeah.
goddamn adhesive patches.
Yeah,
Or adhesive
because
patches.
let's be honest, a lot of people are gonna get these and just forget they even have them. You know what I mean? I forget that I even have the Beskar keychain, and that's kind of looking like whatever this Republic credit is.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I forget that I even have the Beskar keychain. I think I have two of them, and I still like forget it even exists. You know, it's
Well, go ahead, go ahead, Brett.
no. I was just gonna say it's just unfortunate that these Star Wars promos are just so forgettable, man. Like, this thing isn't gonna resell for like people are gonna be selling these at the yard sale at Brickworld Chicago next year for like what do you honestly think people are gonna probably even try to sell this for, like $20? Like, sure, it comes with the Venator and you have to spend six hundred
Well, that's
fifty
what I
dollars to
see. The
get it,
one,
but
the one saving grace, and again, at the end of the day, not everything's a value bet. I don't care all that much, but like the one saving grace for like people that say are getting the Venator at least this is only obtainable with the Venator. Like
yeah,
if this was like a little, so you spend 100 on any Star Wars,
that'd
I
be
mean, this
yeah,
thing would legitimately be $5. And like that's not inherently a bad thing, but it is the truth of it. You're
yeah,
spending 650 for the big set. Value or not, give us something that we only get when we buy that big set, which like that's the only saving grace I feel for this right here is the
yeah,
fact it is locked behind just the Venator, which is whatever, I think Lego should be doing that on these bigger sets. Like, I think
yeah.
it makes sense, like from many different standpoints. I was kind of bringing up in my video, and Brent, tell me if I'm wrong or anyone in the chat too. I brought up
Yeah.
like this feels like the perfect little thing where it's like, you know, say the parents, the dad, brings his kid, little Jimmy wants to tag along to the Lego store trip, but the
Hmm.
dad is the one getting the Venator, but he's just bringing the kid along. The kid wanted to come along, dude. So
Toss this to your kid, and they
that's what I'm
think
saying.
it's the
So the,
coolest
the
thing
dad
ever.
gets the Venator, ships the card, 650, throws it in the bag. All right, Lego store employees like, hey, here's this thing right here. Little Jimmy instead the kid started crying. The kid started like Dad, I want a Venator. Like that's how
Something
like
to keep your kid quiet.
yeah, no, then
Yeah.
literally, dude, the dad, he gets it, he throws, he's like, little Jimmy, here you go, and throws him this little piece of garbage,
Yeah.
just to like, just to shut Jimmy up until they get back to the car, dude. You know what I mean? Just to shut him up until they get back in the
Yeah.
car, and then they're going home. Like that's truly what I think this is.
Little Jimmy might not even be happy that this is what he gets. Little Jimmy might be happier with a freaking poly bag.
Well, but Brett, that's the thing, dude. Just enough to get out the mall doors, man, to the car.
Yeah.
You know, Jimmy's gonna take him, 5 minutes to really give it a look over, be like, hey, what is this? Be wondering, hey, what, maybe for a couple minutes it'll catch Jimmy's attention. Sure, in the car, man, he might still be crying and bitching afterwards, but hey, they're already in the car and he can get back home and they're good.
Just wanted to highlight this comment that I've had up on the screen for a minute. Pat on HQ says, I'd rather have a waist cape as a GWP. I mean, come on. That would only cost Lego like 4 cents.
We'll see. And Brent, I brought
How much are they putting into this thing?
Well, see, I think you watched my video, right? You said earlier, Brent?
Yeah.
Okay, but I'll reiterate again, like, a gift is a gift, and like I don't mean to sound like a dickhead, but like even in my real life, dude, it's like, there's times throughout my life, like birthday, Christmas, whatever, where it's like, sure, someone gets me, say, like a $50 valued gift. Money doesn't matter in the scenario, but it is the fact of the matter. Say it costs them $50, but it has no use for me. Again, that's not meaning, not trying to sound like a dick, but it's like,
no, yeah.
If they spent that 50, okay, which 50 is 50, and say like, and what I'm trying to do is combo it back into this because, this is outsourced, not by, it's not made by Lego. So like, bottom line of it, they are paying a different company to create this for them. And, even this material bottom line of it, this has to cost more, even if it only costs them 50 cents for this whole entire box, it's got to cost way more than even in real life. If someone gets me a $50 gift that just doesn't matter to me, like just doesn't have any use for me, I would have rather taken like a $5 gift that had more usefulness. That's kind of what I'm getting at here. So if they say spend 50 cents on outsourcing this, they could have done a in-house waist cape with their own cloth that they still make on other kids, made it cost a penny, dude, for a cloth waist cape, and actually had more usefulness and more versatileness, for a Lego fan than this junk, and that's
they just hand you like one of these little packs with just a little waist cape in it.
No, look, literally one of those with a little piece of like paper in the back, just to kind of keep the waist cape straight, and then waist cape in there, and there. It's like it is what it is, like that right there that cost them 50 times less would have been more
use
to Lego fan.
than this. Yeah. So I think one thing I could say, and I want to go ahead and ask you and ask the chat. By the way, shout out to Shreddy saying a bouncy ball would be the next GWP. Yeah, I could definitely see that. But so, yeah, guys, sorry, I'm catching up in the chat here.
Fabu said Jimmy's gonna throw it in the Cinnabon trash can on the way out.
The Cinnabon trash can, that's good.
Damn.
Shout out to Max Brooks, Brent Tyler, iconic duo. Thanks, Max.
Thank you, Max. And last thing on this, for me at least, is just the fact I think this should have been an insider reward for 5,000 points.
That's what this feels like. That's a great freaking comparison to draw right there, Tyler. This kind of thing, and just like the Beskar keychain that we got, like whatever last year, a year before, whatever that was even for. That's how forgettable that was. But those kind of things just feel like it's something you just get on the insider store for like 1,000 points or whatever. Like. So that being said, one thing I'm going to say real quick, just because I have, crazy idea, but what could make this cooler? I say ditch the patches, because who really cares? And what they could have done with this Republic credit, they've given us a keychain before. What if they would have made this into a necklace, something that you could wear, and it's Republic credits, and when you went and bought stuff, you could kind of make jokes like, oh, do you take Republic and hold whatever? Like, you take Republic credit. Like, I don't know, dude. That would be cooler than this. And it kind of not, and it kills. Sure, like if they wanted to put these patches in there and they want to give you something that you could like, kind of something you could stylize and a wearable thing, they could have killed 2 birds with 1 stone by just making this Republic credit a wearable chain. That would have been kind of cool. However, still probably would have been kind of lame. But I'll go to you, Tyler, in the chat. What would we have rather seen this GWP be? You know what I mean? So
Something
sorry.
that got brought up today. I mean, Derek P put it here. I think one or two other people put it as well in this chat, and I saw it in my comment section and a couple other places too. Is genuinely, I think where I'm sitting at with this, and what I think would have been the number one promo. All right, honest to God, dude, because I know in Ryan's video and like Ryan did a poll and everything, he brought up like a little diorama set. I'm like, it could work. It might be a little
Yeah.
awkward size wise, like maybe a little too much if you want to get into semantics or whatever. But also like a lightsaber, a Rex's DC 17
Right.
pistol, like sure, all that's great, but I got to be honest, I think what would have made the most sense, all right, would have, especially because this is a Clone Wars vendor. We have a season 7 Rex. We have,
Mhm.
Clone Wars Yularen. For the people that like Clone Wars fanatics, watched it in 2020, the finale, let alone everything else 10 years prior.
Yeah.
A ARC Trooper Jesse, okay,
Ooh,
in a,
yeah.
just the fig, and again, give us the whole
Yeah.
entire get up, dude. Give us the waist cape on them, come on, don't give us the non-ARC Trooper. Yeah, in a little
Is it
bag
really
like
that hard, Lego? Even this, even if like something like this, dude. Some
well,
kind
just
of
I mean, an
clone,
ARC
man.
Trooper Jesse in a bag like that, man. I mean, oh my God, that would have hit different. That would have hit different.
Imagine in the box art would have like the updated like art with like a Rex or something on it. Like
I would do, go back to the 332nd clone. Have it be a
yeah, sure.
330. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
literally. I mean, I think the ARC Trooper Jesse would have been bananas, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
and again, make it one of those things only with the vendor, only make it
Oh,
available for a week.
dude, you realize that thing would go crazy on Whatnot. You can only, unless it got out of Mexico, but only being able to get that by getting the vendor, that fig would
dude,
be
I mean,
going
that'd
crazy.
be an 80 bucker, dude. That'd be an 80 bucker bare minimum.
Easy. Yeah, I could even see it going upwards to 100, and that's before the vendor would retire,
Yeah, dude, it'd
so
be worth more than the Rex. That's the crazy part.
yeah, dude.
Oh, dude, ARC Trooper Jesse in a bag, dude. Oh, dude, sometimes I just wanna sit the heck down with the Lego Star Wars team. Not even
Yeah,
individual
man.
designers, man. Just all 20 of those guys, and just truly get a proper answer from them. I don't want
Well,
them to
and the
beat
thing
around the
is,
bush.
I don't understand. I thought I had it behind me.
Dude,
Yeah, I
I
do.
want them to look me in the damn eyes and tell me where the fuck did this get conceptualized from, as is,
And
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
look, just a few years ago, they gave us a minifig, and how many people loved it?
no,
You
no.
know, how many
It's
people loved it?
it's remarkable, man. It's just, again, if their excuse is the money aspect, I genuinely said, I mean, I think, sure, it would be a meme, dude. It would be memed to death, all right? And like, sure, you still have the people really mad, but like, again, if it's a money thing, a 1 penny waist cape would have meant more than this bullshit. So,
Oh yeah.
money thing, dude. I mean, if they're caring about the money, they could have spent a penny for every $650 they got, dude. And everyone would
Moments.
like them more.
Oh, for sure. Moment said you're gonna pick up a lot of chicks with that Republic credit around your neck. Facts, dude. Absolute drip. Cooper says Rex's pistol. Another comment for Jesse is the promo. Another comment for Captain Rex's pistol, but it's a Nerf gun. A lot more people are saying Jesse, cheese on top, Jesse. An Anakin minifigure. So even something as simple as that could be pretty cool. Oh, we got another super chat from Padawan HQ. My bet is calling me. Good night, dudes. Hashtag UK stream. Hey man, that UK stream's definitely gonna be happening sometime very very soon.
When would that have to be? When would that have to, like, during the
It
day?
would
What
have
time is
to
that
be.
for us? Like, for you, I mean, just the USA.
So if they're like 5 or 6 hours behind us now, or I think he said, yeah, I think he said it must be 5 hours because at 9 o'clock he said he woke up at 2 a.m.
Okay,
So
they're ahead of us.
they're ahead of us. So it would have to be okay. Like
Like
so
like 4 or 5 hours. So it would have to be like
if we did a 12 o'clock stream, it'd be 5 p.m. for them. So we would have to do something just during the day.
between like 12 and 5.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Because 5 o'clock would be like 10 for them. I guess 5 o'clock could work because if we usually, or well, we start this at 9, so we could do like a 4 o'clocker, and it would be like 9 o'clock for them because we usually do the show at 9, something like that. It'd be cool. But
well,
yeah, guys,
and the final thing I'll say on this too is I even think for just usefulness, I mean, do you agree with me on the fact of? Look, the one thing I can say here is, actually, I don't know, man. You know how like so many like companies and like so many little BS toy makers and like all that, like either they make like luggage tags or they make like everything have like a
Dude, that'd
little
be
key
sweet.
ring on it. You know, how,
Yeah.
like everything like I don't know if that would be better or not, but like I would have done like these adhesive patches, but like I would have rather them literally just make these exact two things into like kind of thicker quality metal magnets at least, dude. So it's like,
Magnets would have been sick.
so I could at least put it on my fridge. Yeah, dude,
What?
these
Okay.
adhesive
How
patches,
about
I don't even
this?
know how to put adhesive patches on a piece of clothing, dude. I don't even think I own an. You have to
You
use an
iron it on.
iron? I don't even
Yeah.
own an iron, dude. It's
Yeah.
like, let me just put them on my damn fridge. Bottom line of it.
Exactly. What would you? How would you feel if they were like fucking car air fresheners?
I do. Oh my god, I would love that. I
Kind of
would love
cool. I mean,
that. That'd actually be useful, man. Oh my god, that'd
oh
actually be sick
man.
as heck.
Or dude, why don't they ever give us like? I'm gonna flex the brick world bricks. Why don't they ever give us bricks like this that just say like UCS Venator 2023 or
Yeah,
something?
honestly, God, even that would be cool as heck. Yeah, that would be cool.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not asking for something crazy, but even like a printed brick that just was like a Lego Star Wars Venator brick. So before I forget, uh, my idea for what I think a cool GWP would be, um, anything Arc Trooper, a Jesse patch would be better. Squidman says Captain Rex patch doesn't even have arm printing detail. Lego.
YOLO just came up with the idea of the night, dude. If they were gonna do some non-Lego BS coasters, man, that would be nice.
Ooh, coasters would be cool.
Yeah, some coasters. Yeah.
Coaster would be cool. What up, JB? I'm trying to find. Yeah. Okay, so here's that comment. Why not coasters? Yeah, dude, coasters would be kind of cool. Something that you would actually use. You know what? Actually, you know it'd be so freaking cool, dude. I don't know where it's at. Really quick sidebar. Sorry, guys. King of sidebars over here. Tyler, you ever like know you have something and you think of it randomly and you can't remember exactly where it's at, and then it just eats at you and you have to like literally dig through all your shit to find it, and then you finally find it just to like make yourself feel better?
Yeah, plenty of times. But
You ever
yeah,
do
I
that with like
don't.
a set?
Yeah.
You're like, I'm pretty sure I have the set, but now I gotta go back through all my shit, make sure I have it. So I'm kind of thinking about that right now. So I know it's around here somewhere. After the show, I'm gonna be digging through all my stuff. But so Lego Friends, man. And this is another example of like why can't Star Wars have cooler GWPs? Because even Lego Friends, not even Friends like the actual theme. I'm talking Friends, the television show.
Oh, that one set. Isn't it two sets now? Two sets now.
Yeah, so they had the coffee shop and they had the apartments.
Mm-hmm.
Before the apartments came out, it was weird. It wasn't even when the coffee shop came out, but when Central Perk came, or like a year after Central Perk was already out, it was one of the most popular Lego sets of all time. They uh, they did a random promo that was just like if you buy Central Perk, you get this really cool. It wasn't even like a glass coffee mug. It was like a steel, like a metal coffee mug, dude.
Like a tumbler almost.
Yeah, but it was a mug, like it was the shape of a
Oh,
mug,
okay,
but
okay.
but it was the same material as like a tumbler. You know what I mean? Like an
Yeah.
aluminum or like metal kind of thing.
Yep.
Anyways, a really nice coffee mug, and on one side it was printed and said Lego Friends, and on the other side it had all 6 minifigures printed on there, and it was sweet, man.
And
Like even
that was if you bought the set, or was it on
that was
Insider?
just that was just if no, that was just if you bought, because I have 2 Central Perks, and I already had Central Perk. I literally bought another copy of the set to get that mug,
Wow.
and I love the set. That's one of my favorite sets of all time. I mean, $60, over 1,000 pieces, 7 minifigures, super iconic set. Like when I say set, I mean like show set. But yeah, man, like that GWP was sick. I'm like looking around my room, wishing I could show you guys. I know I got it somewhere, but yeah, that thing was cool and it was nicely printed. And like you said, we would get more use out of a freaking tumbler or a mug rather than these patches and some random little Republic credit. Like, and to the point I made earlier, if this freaking Republic credit was a necklace, at least you could wear it and it'd be cool, something cool to have. Like, I mean, like this, what are you even gonna do with this thing?
Well, Brent, on that note, I mean, I will give Lego the benefit of the doubt and say, look, making a ton, like a coffee mug for every single, like that's not, that's going to be more expensive than this. So, like, I'll give them that.
Sure.
Like, if they're really cutting short on money type of shit, like, but I see, I mean, it just,
But when they made that Central Perk set was $60, and it was just like buy this and get this mug. Like it was
well,
so sick.
100%.
And the
And dude,
coolest,
it's to the point where
wish I had
I'll
it.
be for real, dude. I mean, like, you know, it's to the point these days where, like, just to get the cool shit, like, if I walked into the Lego store, you know, October 1st to get the Venator, and the deal was, okay, you have to buy a Venator, but then you also have to give us another $10, you know, to get the Jesse polybag. Like, that's the promo. Like, yeah, you can get it if you buy the Venator, but you still got to give us 10 for it, you know, just to cover their cost, you know, make them a little extra dough. I would do that even, man. That's how desperate I am to get some cool shit. I would literally pay for a freebie from Lego just if they gave us a cool freebie. Like,
Yeah.
I would literally do that. Like, I don't think they're understanding, dude. Like, sure, I'm not like a engineer. Like, I don't know exactly how much making a minifigure costs. I don't know. You know, I'll never know exactly how much making an ARC Trooper Jesse polybag will cost Lego, but I have to say it would be under a couple bucks. Like $5 max, bro. Because I mean, they're selling polybags in the fucking stores for $5. So it's like,
right.
there's no way it costs them more than $2-3, dude.
So I don't know what
Just made that real quick. If they just made that shit and
Yeah.
told me and everyone when we go to the Lego store, give us that $3 and we'll make this cool bag for you. Everyone would do that. You know, they would make their money back. So there's my take.
Yeah. Oh no, I mean, I agree. But just because I really had this on my mind, I really wanted to show you guys. Here's the mug, and I mean, I don't know what website is selling this for $39, but I mean, hey, I guess if you're a completist and you want everything Lego Friends
eBay.
ever,
Does eBay
39. Oh, it is. Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry, I'm blind. Yeah, man, 39. That's one listing for $39 on eBay. This thing's pretty sick. It's got the Lego Friends on one side, and then you got the cast on the other side. I mean, this thing was cool, and the box even. Hold on, I thought I saw some. But oh yeah, so look, and even the box is cool, man. The box even said Lego Friends on it. So
and Brent, you're telling me again, during that time period, all you had to buy was a $60 Lego set.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and,
I believe
that's
what I believe.
In your Lego.com order.
Yep, I believe that's
Holy
what this
shit.
picture is from. Yeah, they were just, and I think
Crazy.
the reason why they did it, Tyler, was that set was wildly popular, like really, really popular, and it was on shelves for a while. And I think the reason why they came up with this promo is that
Like a second burst.
well, they probably just had a lot in stock. This is when we need Sean in here, but they probably just had some overstock of it because it was really, really popular right out of the gate, and they were like, "Dang, we need to produce more of these." And they probably because they even had like I don't know if the keychains have anything to do with it too, but I just feel like maybe they really not necessarily overproduced, but they had a lot of them laying around. I mean, they obviously wanted, but it was weird because it was like a year after the set came out. But guys, this is the kind of cool stuff we're talking about. This is way cooler than some patches and a hunk of metal that you can't even really do anything with. Like, this is cool. And it looks like they've even done it for Friends before. Now, I can't tell if this was a GWP. This might have been a thing that you just buy. But, yeah, and even this mug even had a lid on it, man. Like, it's pretty much almost like a freaking... It's like a Yeti mug, almost. Actually, that's a perfect way to describe it.
I'll be back in like 20 seconds. I'm going to bring something funny over here. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Involving all this. Hold on.
But yeah, guys, I mean, this thing... I have this mug somewhere. Look at that sweet box. I have this mug somewhere. After the show, I'm definitely going to go find it because now all I can think about is I really wish I still had it. I'm just trying to get back to the chat here. What up, Macro? Yeah, more GWP minifigures. I mean, minifigures is what we really want, guys. We want Amberu again. Give us some minifigures, all right? Look at her. All right? Just give us Amberu. Give us something with the minifigure. If freaking all these other themes get minifigures in their sets. You know, why can't Star Wars? All right, what's your funny thing you got, Tyler?
Hey, really quick before we get into, we got a super chat. If you want to read that really quick, then I'll get into mine.
Oh snap! Yeah, sorry, I'm behind on chat, guys. Boom, boom, boom. Nick and Bricks coming through with the 199 dono. GWP US printed open circle logos for the vendor. Yeah. I seen someone say like, man, like they're gonna give us this GWP. I'd rather just had printed pieces in the vendor.
Well, no, and people were saying too they should have literally for the promo given the printed versions of the parts to replace the sticker parts.
Yeah,
like as the promo though.
that would be freaking hilarious. I mean, I don't know what would be funnier, that or the Wayscape as a promo. You know what I mean? Like here's the accessory your minifigure needs, or here's to improve your $650 set that has stickers.
Yeah. So all right, so everyone in the chat and you, Brent, would you guys rather have the promo that we're getting, the adhesive patches and the best or the Republic credit, or a pack of Lego Star Wars napkins, man?
What?
I mean, come on. Look at, I mean, again, just
Lego Star Wars napkins.
Man. Yeah.
That's kind of raw, man. When did that come out?
Believe me, I'll tell you this. I mean, I know there's probably going to be some people that want to get them. Like, I got very lucky. I bought like 10 packs of these. Someone on eBay had them. And literally, man, my dream is to because I got a Lego Star Wars cup. I have Lego Star Wars napkins. And the only thing there's Lego Star Wars paper plates out there. I just don't have any yet. Is I want to take a picture of like me eating like a steak on a Lego Star Wars.
And you're tucking plate. Those napkins in your shirt?
Yeah, dude, I've got a Lego Star Wars napkin, cup, and plate with a steak, dude. And it's like that's my dream to take that. But even something like this, dude, just more usefulness, man. You know, so everyone could go home that night, dude, crack open a pack, and literally just use the like. Man, dude, can you believe we're in a world where genuinely more people would use Lego Star Wars napkins than those fucking patches? Like, it's crazy, man. Some napkins, man. That's what we're looking for these days. We're looking for some fucking napkins from Lego.
Something cool, you know? Dude, no, I 100% agree. I'm glad you brought those over. Shout out to Cristo, Stud City. Hey, what up, dude? Yeah, man, even a pack of naps. Yeah, man, like even something like that. Okay, so someone said plates. Where's this comment? Yola said Lego Star Wars birthday party. Okay, like not okay. Paper plates, sure, but let me take you guys back. All right, let me take you guys back to like 2001. All right, The Emperor's New Groove just came out. Disney was still putting out good movies. Let me set the tabes here, as Sean would say. Back in the day, I'm like 2001. All right, I'm like 7 years old. You know, Saturday morning or something, you know, I go down to watch some Disney Channel, some cartoons, put on a good movie, whatever. And I used to have this plastic plate. We had multiples of them. I think, matter of fact, I think this was back when you could go to like Burger King. Remember Burger King had those golden Pokemon cards you could buy?
Yep.
I feel like they used to have like cups and like plates and stuff you could also buy for like an additional $1 on your order or something like that. And we had a bunch of really dope printed Disney plates. Like I had a Hercules one, I had an Emperor's New Groove one. We had just a Toy Story one, just like all, like cool printed plates. And you know how freaking cool and how fun it was to be like 7 years old and be like, I don't want a regular plate. I want my Hercules plate, or I want my Emperor's New Groove plate, or my freaking Buzz Lightyear plate. That was the coolest thing, and it was like eat everything on your plate to like see the picture again. Like, freaking dude, like what you're saying, napkins, plates, like a printed plastic plate would have been cool. Printed plastic plate. Say that 5 times fast.
Dude, Brent, I'm to the point, man, where dude, they could have given us a little.
No.
Dude,
I'm surprised Sean said this comment.
Yeah, I'm surprised. They
Don't tempt us.
A little box, dude, of toothpicks with Lego Star Wars branding on them, bro. I'd still get more usefulness out of a box of toothpicks, man, than these damn patches.
For those of you that are just tuning in, sorry I deviated by talking about that Friends mug, but this is what we're talking about here. This is the GWP for the $650 UCS Venator. So This is kind of what we've been covering here for the last few minutes, guys. Stud City says, I feel that he must have had some of those printed Disney plates growing up too. I bet Sean, if
Yo,
you can
hey,
hear whatever you're doing, printed Disney
speaking of
plates.
Brian, speaking of those plates, do you guys know what are those paper plates
Pocahontas.
called with the animals on them, dude? You know what I'm talking about?
The paper
Where
plates?
yeah, they're paper plates that are like, and they have the ears sticking out of them, so like you can like separate your foods. Like they're for kids, but
Oh, you mean the ones with the sections on them?
yeah, okay. So it's like say like a tiger, like a printed tiger. You have like the
Yeah,
face on the big part, then like the two ears are separated, so you can like put your corn and your mashed
yeah,
potatoes. So again, like those are the types of things I used to have those when I was a kid too, and like same way, man. Like they canceled those for like 10 years or whatever, and like they brought them back this year, and like
yeah.
Zoo Pals, yeah, bro. Shout out Matt Boshi. So I'm literally trying to get those again, man, because I agree, like with that sentiment that you said, Brent. I would rather have all my food on animal paper plates than regular paper plates.
Yeah, man.
So if you do anything Lego Star Wars related, holy shit, I don't care what it is, dude. I'm using it over the regular version.
Yeah, man. Somebody brought up, where was that? Where was that? Oh, yes. So Fabu said he brings up the, I don't know what the Miko cup means. Miko cup from Pocahontas, but I did have a Pocahontas plate. Those like printed plastic plates. We had a Pocahontas one too. It was awesome. So YOLO brings up the lunch boxes, and I think this is really interesting because yes, they aren't GWPs, but Lego Harry Potter has like lunch boxes and like part organizers and stuff like that. Like those would be cool, or even like a freaking water bottle that said Lego Star Wars on it. Like
Yo, Ethan Thorne too, man. Look, even that, literally, man, an outlet cover.
an outlet cover. That'd be sweet.
Brent. Imagine if on the VIP rewards tomorrow, they gave us a Lego Star Wars like outdoor front or like a front door mat. You know, like you can put like outside your front door.
Oh yeah,
Lego Star Wars, like weatherproof everything, dude.
that'd be
For
sick.
like
Or even, dude, think about
10,000
this. This would
crazy.
be amazing. So similar to an outlet cover. How about the outlet covers that go on your light switch?
Ooh,
You know what I mean? Imagine being a kid. You're freaking 8 years old, and you go to turn off your lights, go to sleep, and you're like, "Oh, let me run over to my freaking awesome Captain Rex freaking light switch cover and turn that off." You know?
no, I mean that's all this being said, man. We came up with a bunch of crazy ideas. This promo's garbage. There's that.
Dude, yeah. It's like how many things could us in the chat come up with that would be cooler than this? You know, and that aren't even what we really want, and that's minifigure stuff. So to reel all this back in a little bit before I forget what I think they could have done that would have been cool. Someone mentioned like some kind of diorama earlier. I think you said on like Ryan's poll or something.
Yeah.
Think about this. And I know the Venator is based off of the Clone Wars, but you know, as we discovered in the reviews that have been coming out, the box art on the inside, on the box, on the end, you know, the boxes on the boxes within the box have Revenge of the Sith artwork
Man,
on
I
there.
think I know where you're going, and I got them ready.
Oh, got them ready? Because I'm thinking of like one thing.
Okay, all right. Well, go ahead.
A Jedi Temple diorama set.
Oh
with
yeah,
a mini,
that's
with
totally
a minifig.
that's totally out of. I thought, Brent, you want to throw me on big screen really quick?
Yeah.
This is what I thought you were gonna say.
Ooh, polybag. Yes.
Anakin and Obi-Wan's interceptors.
Bro, those would be so sick because then you could like clip them to the side of the Venator.
Yeah, you know how like they put the Tantive on the side of the Star Destroyer?
Yeah.
I mean, sure, these are a little bit bigger in
Dude.
scale, sure. You know, but like for the looks of it and the aesthetic
Yeah,
purposes.
it'd just be cool to have. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I know, dude. And look, a
That
little
would
plug
be
right here.
sick.
I've got some on my Bricklink store, a little shameless plug.
Ooh, okay.
I prepared. I sourced some to the USA for everybody.
Tyler, my order that I still need to pay you for, you might have to slip a couple of those in there for me.
Okay.
We'll
We'll discuss after stream.
we'll chat. Yeah. We'll wheel and deal afterwards. But
Yeah,
no,
believe me,
those would be a
I'm doing
really
that day
dope
one.
GWP too. Like 2 little poly bags of those builds. Yeah.
Well, even then, if they were to like do official promos too, like they can make them a bit smaller, like a bit more to scale, like just a
Like an
smidge
advent
more.
calendar kind of build.
Yeah. I mean, of course,
Yeah.
they could have definitely, done that. Yeah.
Oh, Matt brings up a gem. Absolute gem.
Are
This
those
is
some
around like
cereal boxes, right?
Dude, yes, it was around like episode 1 time. You had the lightsaber spoons, and dude, the freaking things lit up. They lit up. You freaking would press a button,
Yeah.
and your freaking red lightsaber spoon would light up like a lightsaber. Dude, you talk about eating cereal with one of those Johnnies. Oh, yeah.
That's what I meant. Dude, they could have gave me a regular plastic spoon, a regular clear plastic spoon that has the Lego Star Wars logo on the handle, and I would rather that.
Oh, yeah. That would be sick. Well, and this is the thing too, like the the spoons that Matt's talking about, the hilts were like based off of like the real hilts, but they could make those with like the Star or the Lego
Yeah,
lightsaber
that would
hilt.
be that would be cool.
Yeah. Um. Anyways, guys, so
That was a very fun topic. That went more fun than I thought it would.
yeah, man. I mean, there's a lot of good things. I mean, I might even have to like kind of clip that and chop that up into a little short, like how many things we could come up with that are better than this new promo. Um, but yeah, so oh wait, let me go back to wait, why is that on stuck on stop screen? What's going on? Oh, I am screen sharing. Wait, no, I'm not. Am I screen sharing still? Oh yeah, it's because
No, no. Yeah, here
there
we
we
go.
go.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, a lot of cool things we could have instead of this. Just any kind of useful household item. I mean, we really want obviously something with minifigs, whether it's a poly bag or some kind of build. But this is where we are for Star Wars GWPs now. This is where we're at with this right here. Um, this comment right here. So that's where the waist cape fabric went. Like,
I know it is
man.
ironic, man, of how they did instead of doing one type of soft goods, they did a different type just to f with this.
Right. Oh man. All right. So before we head into the main topic here, guys, just gonna go ahead and hit this little segment that we like to call Box of Boys Check. Tyler, did you get a box of boys this week?
Bro, I ain't buying a box of boys, man, until I get one of those new ones early, and that's it, dude. I'm telling you, I'm done with boxes of boys, dog. I'm over them.
Man, Sean would be hurt.
No, that's my take, man. I'm done.
Well, the thing is like Sean didn't really care about boxes of boys until they started being like the boxes of boys that we don't really want, you know? Like I think he got a decent amount of like the good 501st battle pack, but yeah, man, like it sucks cuz like we want to be pumped about these boxes of boys, but when the boxes of boys ain't cracked up to what they could be, it's tough to get excited about the box of boys.
Well, see, honestly, that is one thing that all the haters that say like, "Oh, vote with your wallets," or "Oh, Life Bricks hates this, but he's still gonna buy 20 of them." That ain't me, dude. I'm voting with my damn wallets with these battle packs, and believe me, man, I am not ever buying another. Like, sure, the only caveat is okay if I get the 330-second battle packs for $7 at Walmart clearance.
Yeah.
Sure, I'm gonna buy them and part them out, sell them, whatever. Like, sure, I'm not an idiot, but for
Right.
full price Jones, even $16, like for my personal collection,
Yeah.
no, nothing.
Yeah.
I ain't doing it.
Honestly, I would rather get a box of the box of boys I'd rather get right now, and I want to get them before they retire because I believe they might be retiring soon. Is the snow troopers, man? Just because I need them for my AT-AT. You know, I have like maybe 3 or 4, but like I definitely need to get a handful more of the snow trooper boxes of boys to just populate my AT-AT.
You mean the most overrated set of the decade?
That's a very hot take, Tyler. I forgot. I like for some reason I don't think that's the first time I've heard you say that. I don't think
I've said it before.
I don't think you've said it here on our show, but I think you've said it either in your streams or just in one of your videos or something. I don't know. I've been watching your stuff for a while, so I know I heard it somewhere. Man. Moment said box of girls. Yeah, I guess some of these stormtroopers now could be
True,
could
the
be
snow
girls.
troopers there are female. There's a female snow trooper in there.
But clones are clones of a boy, so they're boys. Box of boys. Man. Oh man, I don't want to dive into that really right now. I feel like
No,
we
I
should
don't
maybe
either.
save that. We should save that for another time. That's crazy, dude. You haven't built it though, right?
I don't want to. Hell no.
All right, now let me ask you this. Jalen. Todd said, I think that's the best UCS set. Jalen says, Tyler just likes being unpopular, or likes being unpopular. Box, box of
Box of
mega,
Megas.
box of megas. Um, man, the most overrated set of the decade. That's 10 years, brother.
Look, I will guarantee the fact most overrated set of the 2020s. I mean, does that sound any better? I mean, that I can like say right off my top of my head. You know, like
I don't know, dude. I mean, there's a lot of other sets. I mean, okay, I guess to be overrated, it has to at least be liked by a decent amount of people. Because I was gonna say Land Speeder is overrated, but I guess you have to be rated to be overrated. So, and the Land Speeder is just kind of a whatever set. Because I mean, like the AT-AT is definitely better than the Land Speeder. Would you say, or would you rather have the UCS Land Speeder
oh, you
over
said
the AT-AT?
I bought the UCS land speeder for myself. Hell yeah. I think the UCS
Well, it's
land
easier to
speeder.
spend 200 than eight
Well,
hundred, but
see, I mean, look, if it tells you anything, I mean, I owned the AT-AT for like a week. I did a raffle for it back in the when it first came out. I don't know if you were watching, but I did a raffle where it's like everyone could
I
spend like
think I
twenty
remember
five
that one.
bucks, and yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I have a picture of me holding it. So like I owned it for a week, and look, I'll say this. Look, and that's not to say me saying I'm not saying it's a bad set. The fact of the matter, I'm not, dude. I think it is 100% accurate and is what it is, represents what it is, and probably the best representation of doing a UCS AT-AT. It's just the fact of I'm not discrediting because sure, dude, anyone can think whatever they want. I don't give a damn. That's the truth of it, dude. If someone likes it and is their favorite set, I'm not saying they can't like it. Then vice versa, they shouldn't be saying I can't like it. But I think, in my
Sure.
opinion, I think that set is the most overrated in the fact of just way too many people raving about it. That should maybe tone it a notch down, you know. But again, but that's not saying they're wrong that they can't like it. But it's just, and that's just me. That's if I'm the only one that thinks it's overrated on the planet, it's the truth of it. Everyone's different. That's me.
So Jalen said, guys, and I promise we'll get to our main topic after this of these officially announced retiring Lego sets. But Jalen says, as a prequel and Clone Wars fan, Clone Wars fan first, the AT-AT is better than the massive gunship. It's got better minifigs.
The thing is, look, but the thing is, I don't think what people understand, man, is like I very rarely speak into like objective terms. Like it's one thing, like if I make a video and say objectively this set is coming out for $140, like that's objective. Like, but there's also 90% of my videos and a lot of what I say truly is just me speaking my opinion. Like I'm not.
Well, sure, yeah,
and the thing is,
as it
truly,
should be.
and maybe I did it a little bit more back in the day, like 6 months ago, a year ago, whatever. But like these past couple months, like I've learned even more so. It's like I truly have no interest in trying to sway anyone's opinion. Like I just don't, like, because it's just what makes the world go around. So like the thing is, like, objectively, I mean, no one will ever know what's better. I mean, you just can't make that claim, you know. But subjectively, if Jalen likes the AT-AT better, that's fantastic for him. You know, but that's that. You know, so that's what I'm getting at. I mean, it's just the fact. I do like the idea of you should honestly, I'm going to screenshot it for you guys because I think that's a fantastic idea. Doing a hot takes episode, and you know, I'm not trying to intrude myself on that episode, but I think, I mean, Jenny, if you want to talk about like the biggest, like I think that should be the stream where like, dude, you take like 6 people, like have like, you know, if you, I know Sean doesn't want to go much more than like, I think 6 is like max, but even then, like if everyone's civil and the fact of like know each other and shit, I mean, it's not, but like if you have like a panel of 6 people, you know, whether it's, you know, me, Ryan, whatever, whoever, like Star Wars fanatics, because I
feel like Hive would have some hot takes.
Hive, yeah, Hive. Yeah, no, literally, dude, you bring in like 4, 5, 6 very strictly Star Wars people per se that just you do an entire and like have it set up where like everyone writes down like their top 5 hottest Lego Star Wars takes, and you just go through the list. That'd be a great episode, I feel, from you guys.
Oh yeah, Jalen says Tyler gonna be
and really quick, really quick to Oaktown. I don't think the UCS Razor Crest is more overrated. I think the UCS Razor Crest
Is a
is
worse set.
is subjectively a worse set than the
Yeah.
AT-AT makes more sense 100% to me than UCS Razor
Yeah.
Crest. To me, the principle of the UCS Razor Crest makes zero sense, and that's just me. But the AT-AT, it was time. They executed it well. Figs were decent. It looks great. I just think it's overrated. But the Razor Crest should have never existed for a $600
So
UCS.
what's one by the way, shout out to Darth right here. First stream post honeymoon. Congratulations,
Yeah, man,
Darth.
congratulations, bro.
We my honeymoon was on a cruise ship and now I'm obsessed with cruise ships, so
Ooh.
I hope you had a fun time with whatever you're doing. We're taking another cruise in January. Cruises are so fun, dude. I was so skeptical about them, but like, dude, there's like planes are way scarier to me. Anyhow,
Ooh, no, that's a hot take. After that, no, dude, cruise ships.
You would rather be on a plane?
Look, I'll tell you this, Brent. All right, and this is just very quickly. Worst case scenario, if some shenanigans happens on either, because obviously that's the biggest worry on either of them is if some shenanigans happen. You know, whether it's blowing engine out of fuel, shooter, criminal, whatever. Like that's the worst case scenario on both. The fact of the matter, on a plane at least, and this is getting pretty dark. The truth of it for me. I mean, look, if a plane crashes and gets all effed up and you're going down, mayday, mayday, you're done when you hit the ground. You know, but for a boat at least, dude, like if you're sinking or whatever, like blah, 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 you're
wait, did you
drown and you're alive for 20 minutes, tweaking, drowning, like.
Oh, okay.
Worst case scenario, like, look, just blow me the heck up on the ground, you know. And
yeah, but a lot of, I'll tell you this though, like, cruise ship wrecks are not like what they used to be. With like, they don't have enough lifeboats, and they don't know where their binoculars are. Like, it's not like cruise ship wrecks nowadays. Like, as long as they protocol is followed, there's some cruise ship wrecks to where only like 30 people out of like 4,000 died, or even less. Like, there's been some cruise ship mishaps where like just maybe like 4 or 5 people died, and then I'm talking like.
But even then, dude, if you're like 5,000 miles out in the ocean, dude, it's like the problem is, dude. Look, at the end of the day, man. Sure, maybe statistically you have a higher chance of living on a boat, but the fact of the matter, man, it's if you are part of that group and like and your reasoning on this planet is to die by plane or boat, at least on a plane, again, you're just dunzo buckets in 2 seconds. But like on a boat, bottom line of it, even if statistically
you wouldn't rather have a fighting chance?
Dude, but see, the fighting chance is different when the fact that you're 5,000 miles off the nearest coast there, even 1,000 miles. All right. I'll be honest, I'm not the best swimmer. I can swim, but I'm not the big fan of it. Like,
you just gotta get into a lifeboat.
Okay, but I'm just going through the thing. I'm not the greatest swimmer. I don't really care to swim, whatever. The fact of being anywhere in the ocean, like even on a big boat, the fact of thousands of miles underneath you, what the heck is underneath you? Even if you're on a lifeboat, all it takes is a great whale, dude, to come up and just randomly want to do his little, jump out the thing real quick, dude, and smash your effing lifeboat down. Or a shark, man, to come up and get his tooth snagged on your lifeboat and you're drowned. It's like there's so much things, man. That
the lifeboats nowadays, though, dude, they're completely like lifeboats back in the Titanic were literally like
blow up
just
stuff,
like.
Right?
Well, they had collapsibles, but then they also had just regular wooden boats that you just sit in. Dude, the lifeboats now, you're completely enclosed, and there's just a window for the pilot of the lifeboat to see out of. That's it.
Well, so the lifeboats are actually self-drivable, where like you can actually kind of if say your boat sinks, lifeboats all come down, and maybe there happens to be a random island like only 5 miles away. You can kind of see it. You're telling me an actual dude can hop in that lifeboat? Say you got 30 people in there. You can actually.
They can fit like 70, but yeah.
You can genuinely steer that lifeboat and get over to that island like in 30 minutes, like what it normally would take.
I mean, depending on how far away from you, but yeah, the lifeboats, because
there
for a minute.
I thought they were like completely. You couldn't even control them. I thought they were like you're just like sitting there like a duck.
Nah, man. So like the lifeboats now, like they're literally giant, like completely. You're it's okay, like it's not an actual submarine where you go under the water, but like you're inside of like a whole structure. Like it's not just like a boat and like the waves can crash in on you. So nah, man, yeah, like lifeboats and yeah, like Jalen here, yeah, those lifeboats are pretty huge. They may even be able to fit like 80 people or something like that. Um, but yeah, man, like I've
Dude,
gotten
okay, Jalen, look at that, dude. Get out. Jalen said, "Bro thought lifeboats just sat there." I didn't know you could freaking steer a lifeboat, dude. My assumption of a lifeboat is they're inflatable boats
just to
that
keep you
like
above the water.
just
Yeah.
to literally fly into the water and like you say you get again maybe 10 people on that joint, and then you sit there, and it's just like sure you're above water, you're not underneath, but then you got to like wave down a helicopter and hope that 20 hours later a helicopter sees you. Like that's what I thought. I didn't know they had self-steering lifeboats these days. Well,
Well, I don't
how
think
did
they
you know that?
self-steer, but there's like a way to pilot them.
Okay, yeah, piloting, yeah, steering, yeah. Just bottom line of it, of actually you can control it. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Moments. I don't know if the Titanic is gonna retire. At least Lego hasn't told us. We'll get into that here in just a minute. But yeah, man, our cruise ships are hella safe nowadays. Planes. I've been on so many planes, and they still just freak me out. But, anyways, guys, let's see. Let me get a new banner up here. So we're gonna move on to finally the main topic of the evening, and that is Lego, at least telling us some. Sorry, I had to create this banner here. And that's Lego showing us some of the sets retiring at the end of the year. Now, as you'll see, whenever we get this screen share up here, that Lego.com is really only showing us what we got here. 95 sets. There's a lot more than 95 sets retiring. And it's interesting. I mean, it's kind of a weird stat, Tyler, but do you think you might have an idea of how many sets usually retire? Because I'll tell you guys what, like Lego has 95 sets listed, but there are a lot of sets retiring. Do you think that has to do, Tyler, with just how much new shit comes out right now and they're kind of purging through what they got? Because there's just so much out, because a lot of people bring up the fact that, man, like I really love Lego and I like collecting, but there's just almost too much stuff that comes out. Do you think that has anything to do with that?
I
Or does
definitely think.
truly like this many sets always retire every year?
Well, I mean, like an actual number of like every theme, I don't know, but what I do know is like every year for the past couple of years, the amount of Star Wars sets retiring every year, in December is like 24 to I think like I
Yeah.
want to say it was 31 last year, maybe. So like saying like 30-ish, Star Wars. So it's like if you take into account every theme, it's I mean 100% it's more than 100 a year. I mean I no way in heck it's only 95 every year, I think, so
Yeah, definitely
but
not.
to kind of go back to like I mean, I do think part of it is the fact they release so much stuff these days, and that's honestly another reason why I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but like, does anyone else agree? I mean, imagine if they literally start doing sets. Like how like that one October first Star Wars set's coming out where it's only available for 3 months.
Right.
So you would assume that's probably just like maybe 2 production runs. Maybe they do their initial drop, put it in their stores, and then maybe they'll do another big mass production of it for like the final month. Like, so they only produce it maybe 2 times, maybe 3 times max, and it's done. And that's
Right.
why, I mean, I think for every aspect, it would be so damn cool, man, if there is just a lot more sets out there that like have a 3 month run only, like just to kind of be like an in and out, give us like 2 runs of it and get out of there. Like
Right.
some of those, like, like a brickhead maybe, or like a smaller, like, I don't know, like that pink parrot, like a prime example,
Hmm.
like, pink parrot 3 months, if you want it, you get it. If not, it's just gone. It's a cool little thing. It's a product. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think every set should be like that, believe me, because I think there's a lot of merit in letting stuff kind of like live for a couple of years, because like even the bigger sets,
Right.
like they should never do it on bigger sets, because even as fortunate as I am, as like as much beliefs as I have about like just that people whatever, like I do agree in the fact of like on a $800 set, give it a couple of years where it's like, again, if Timmy needs to save up his $20 a week for 2 years, he has a
Right.
fighting chance. Like I get that, but like
Exactly.
on some of these, like maybe 50 or under, like these, not every single one, but a handful,
Yeah.
$50 or under, you
Yeah.
throw it a 3-month production run. Where again, man, if you want it that badly, you get in and out, you spend your 20, and you have something unique. And I don't care about the back end value of it all that much. Sure, dude, I'll buy one or two, maybe, but like just the fact of it, I do like that for their own sake of, they can still produce all these things and like maybe as much as like they won't have maybe the pink parrot per se like got someone into Lego, a random girlfriend of someone saw it in the Lego aisle at Target and she's like, damn dude, pink parrot, bought it. Now she's a lifelong Lego fan. But so like the thing is, maybe if you limit it to 3 months on like a year and a half, like you're limiting yourself a little bit. But I think if anything, it might be a bit better to. I mean, honestly, this is a question for the chat and even you, Brent. And then I'll kind of drop here. I'll relay this question to you: do you think it's in their best interest to have more individual sets created that some are on shelves for shorter amount of time, or is it in their best interest to cut down a little bit, but let every set live on the shelves, for a year and a half, 2 years? You get what I'm trying to say there? Is it better? Is it better to come out with a bunch more like little $20 ones for 3 months where you have more ways and more sets of like, being able to pique random people's interest, or should they just let everything sit for a while? What do you think?
I think there should definitely be a balance of it. I really like the idea that this Christmas set is just like for a few months
Yep.
and then it's gone. But I really love the idea of like the big UCS sets staying on shelves for a while, like the Millennium Falcon, and even like the Titanic. Guys, we're not obviously like we'll get into this topic here in a minute, but Lego.com, at least in America, because I do see a comment here talking about Australia. At least in America is only showing 95 sets. There's definitely a lot more than 95 sets retiring. But I was looking at the rumor list of sets that are retiring. It's not completely confirmed, but it's got a lot more sets than this. But when you talk about those big sets, like there's a lot of Harry Potter sets retiring. But the big giant Hogwarts set, like the $470 Hogwarts, that's staying on shelves. That's not going away yet, which I really like to see. And and even though, like I know you mentioned, like little Timmy's got to save up his $20 a month to get his Millennium Falcon or whatever. But when you got an adult like me, I'm trying to collect a bunch of Lego and plus be a dad and live life and buy stuff for necessities and all that. So I love that big Hogwarts castle is not retiring yet, because I really really want it. But it's it's $470. There's a lot of heat out there, a lot of competition. So I think just to kind of cap off my answer to your question, Tyler, I think there should definitely be a little more. I think that should be a reoccurring thing every year with like a Christmas themed Star Wars set or even a Christmas themed Harry Potter set, man. Like the Great Hall. Like I know you haven't really seen Harry Potter, but like the first two Harry Potter movies to me are very they put off like a Christmassy vibe. Almost every single Harry Potter movie goes through all the seasons of the year because it kind of goes through the school year. And so like every winter Hogwarts is just like and you've seen like with the advent calendars and like some of the Harry Potter sets will have like a Christmas tree in there or whatever, but I think they could do a really cool Christmas setting for a Harry Potter set and only have it out for a couple months. And they could definitely continue to do that with Star Wars too. So I think the set is going to sell super, super well because it's like a limited, only out for 3 months kind of thing. And hopefully that tells Lego that we'd like to see more of that. And hopefully next year's it's not a freaking sequel set. Because, I mean, let's be honest, how much cooler would it be if we got a prequel? Which I'm surprised, dude. Like, it's 20th anniversary of the Clone Wars. Why is it not a prequel Star Wars or like Christmas set? It's odd that it's a sequel Christmas set, right? And I get it; it's kind of based off of that like show they did or whatever. But like, I don't know, man. It's 20th years of the Clone Wars, and you'd think that if they did some kind of Christmas promo set, it would have been Clone Wars related or something. Like, how cool would it have been, man? And just goofy, would it? But cool if we got Anakin and Obi-Wan in Christmas sweaters,
Yep.
and then like I don't freaking know, like a Christmas clone, and then of course you could still throw Chewbacca in there, and then instead of BB-8, you can put like, and they've done it before, but like some kind of Christmas R2-D2. I don't know. Maybe we'll see it. Maybe we'll see them do that next year, but that is kind of weird that they're just like, oh, hey, you guys remember the sequels? Here you go. You want another Rey? You want another Finn? These got Christmas sweaters. But guess what? We're all still gonna buy it because it's this weird, like, only available for 3 months kind of thing. So, anyways, guys, so I want to re-highlight this comment here. The Australian page has like 300, he thinks. Trey thinks that Australia has about 300. Now that sounds a little bit more closer to the actual list of sets retiring. So, Tyler, let's speculate a little bit here. Why do we think that, Lego.com is only showing us 95 of these sets retiring? Why can't I go back? Oh god.
But the thing is, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, man. I don't really pay attention to Lego.com all that much, but I mean, don't sets usually actually say retiring soon underneath them, like at the very end?
So they'll say this right here. See how this says last chance?
Never at any point it said retiring soon.
They used to say retiring soon. This page right here is called Lego Sets Retiring Soon. So they still kind of use that term, and how it says last chance right here, it used to say retiring soon, but I guess they changed it up to last chance instead.
So every single set, all 95, all have last chance in the corner?
Yep. As you go through these, they will all say last chance. You got some like foosball, man. I feel like this foosball table just came out, and that's on last chance.
Wasn't it? Yeah, November of last year, I think.
Yeah, some pretty recent. Here's one of the few Star Wars sets, Boba's Throne Room. We'll kind of fly. We'll do a quick overview of all these sets. We've got some Avatar stuff retiring. And like I said, guys, these are only the ones that Lego has officially, have officially announced that they're retiring soon. There's definitely some more sets like the Medieval Blacksmith. Like that's definitely retiring, and that's a heater. But that's not, according to Lego, they don't want to announce that to us yet. I don't know. Maybe they'll change their mind. Maybe Lego was going to make that a retiring soon set, and maybe they know that it's such a heater that they want to keep it on shelves. But, I mean, there's definitely a lot more Star Wars sets that are retiring than just these few. We've only seen Boba's Throne Room. Got some Ninjago in here. But this is the thing, and I was kind of talking to Sean about this earlier. It's like, there's a lot of sets that are rumored to retire that are heaters, but it's like Lego's only showing us kind of like the clearancey, dusty Black Panther and stunts and stuff that's retiring. So it's kind of weird that they're not showing us all the Star Wars stuff. Where is the freaking...
Real quick, I want everyone in the chat to leave a like on the video.
Oh, yeah, guys, please.
We're at 55. Let's grab 95 likes for the 95 sets retired.
Oh, yeah. Let's grab 95 likes real quick, guys. Tyler, thank you so much. I haven't talked about liking or subscribing since like 3 minutes in.
You guys hit 1.92 today, man. You guys had this week's been a little boost.
I know, man. We're, Trey comes, I know, we're getting close to 2K. Guys, journey to 2K. Help us reach there. Tell your friends, all of your alternate YouTube accounts. Let's get us to that 2K.
So we've gotten 7 more likes. We got 8 more likes. I've never realized, dude. I've never realized that on desktop the like count genuinely is live. Like I'm not touching anything. I'm not refreshing.
Oh, and it's going up. Oh, wow.
And it literally went from 54 to 63. That's really cool. Let's get 66 at least. 66 right now. Come on, 2 more. I'm looking at you right. Whoever the heck, I'm pointing right there at your face. Whoever didn't like it yet. Yeah. Click it with your damn index finger. Like the video.
It's 84 you guys in here. There it is. All right. Let's
hey,
keep.
why not get 75 now? 75 and that's it. Then I'll give you guys a break. 75.
Yeah, let's get to 75 at least. Come on, guys. It's the least we can do.
5
It's
more.
the least we can do.
I'm pointing at you, laughing at you if you didn't like it. I'm making fun of you if you didn't like it.
It just reminds me of your streams, Tyler, because I love also watching the like count go up whenever like you're in the stream and you're like, all right, you're like, I'm done building until we get to 100.
We need. There we go. 75.
Let's go, baby.
That's a 20. That's a 20 boost. There we go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
That's what we like to see. Now let's get 80. Anyways, so Shreddy brings up Justifier, good riddance. So we'll definitely. Billy says cleaning house. But yeah, okay. So also Trey says right here, confirmed. Australia page has 279 last chance to buy listings. Very interesting. Why? Why is it different here in the U.S.? You know why? Why are they only showing us 95? That's just kind of weird. Kind of weird. I don't really know.
I think we both. I mean, the number's going to go up. I mean, like the thing is, I'll be honest with you. I don't know. I really would. Does anyone know in the chat, or do you have any idea? Like, I wonder if like Lego's ever officially said it, or like if they have actually got like a genuine timeline as to like when do they know, like when do they officially make that decision that Boba Fett throne room ain't making it to 2024. Like,
right?
Like, you know, and that's kind of what I'm curious about. Like, it's almost like, I mean, because they can technically kind of cut off. Like, it's not like, again, what people say too is like, just because it retires December 31st, 2023, like doesn't mean
that's gonna be gone at midnight.
Yeah, like your Lego store is still gonna have, and even Lego.com, but like your Lego store and your Walmart, they're gonna have that set for the next couple weeks anyway. But like what I'm getting at is like, I wonder, you know, when do they actually do the true shutdown? Like on the assembly line? Like, do they wait until, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, do they wait until maybe fourth quarter of the year where they're like, holy shit, like all of a sudden Boba Fett throne room sold 4x what we thought, we might keep it for a bit, you know, before like they kind of make that final decision December 27th, you know, and then they're like, maybe that last week after Christmas until December 31st, they're like, they run their numbers. It's like a whole numbers week. And they're like, dude, you know, Gabby's Dollhouse, man, we sold 4 of them. Cut that shit off this summer. You know,
exactly.
Like, you know, like, do they wait until that last week? Or, you know, do they know 4 months ahead of time exactly what they're, you know, getting rid of? Like, I really do wonder.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely good. I think what it is because obviously like these sets like can have a retire date, but like look at Jen Erso. That, you know, I guess depending on how popular the set is, you know what I mean? Like, sure, they can say that they're done producing more of a set of a Gabby's Dollhouse set that nobody wants, but you'll still. I mean, I honestly like they're not just gonna throw away all these sets. Like, they're either gonna just live on clearance until they're gone, or you know, get shipped out to at least, like, they'll be retired on Lego.com, but if it's a set that's not very popular, it's still going to be in the Nobes. It's still going to be in the Targets. It's still going to be in the Walmart. So I think it's just all a matter of now, but that is an interesting point though. It's like, when is like the last day that they're like done printing more of that set? You know what I mean? It'd be an interesting
like when do they shut down the assembly line? Like when did they tell, you know, Gabby Dollhouse team? When do they tell when do they tell the Cakey Bakey team that they're moving on to a 2024 set? Like, when do they tell them that? You know, like, when do they tell
Cakey Bakey team?
No, literally. I mean, like the head the product manager or the project manager of Cakey Bakey. Yeah, I know, I understand there's a lot of robots and everything, but there's still maybe one Cakey Bakey dude just standing there making sure the robots are working. Like, that dude, when's he moving on to a 2024 Star Wars set, per se? Like, when's he doing?
Yeah.
December 31st? Is he already off of Cakey Bakey? We'll never know.
Yeah. Yeah, because I guess it just depends. I mean, how much does it have to really do with the Cakey Bakey team? If it's like somebody else that decides whenever, like whatever, the marketing team or whoever decides that this set's selling like crap, quit making more. I don't know. It would be interesting to get a Lego factory employee on the show, and we could just ask he or she all these questions. You know what I mean? That'd be That'd be an interesting guest on the show for sure.
Hey, dude, A confidence got to be in land, right? And then you guys will
Stuff
get all the
cakey
interviews.
bakey. Oh yeah, man. If we were in land, we can get that stuff. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you guys would be doing this live from Denmark right now if you guys were in land, because I'm pretty sure all the land dudes are in
That'd be
Denmark.
crazy. That would be nuts. Why confuse the consumer with so many options when you just show them the expensive ones and get the people to buy it on impulse buy? Uh, I wouldn't say all the. I mean, like, yeah, sure, you got the Coliseum right here, but there's definitely some other pricey ones that are retiring that they just aren't showing. Um, what up, Shy? We're talking about why the U.S. Lego website only shows us 95 retiring sets, but people in the chat are telling us that Australia it's showing 279 of the sets that are retiring soon, which sounds a lot more like the rumor lists. So very interesting. And speaking of the ones that Lego's shown us, obviously they're not really showing us all of the heaters. They're not showing us all the Star Wars sets or the blacksmith or any of the other cool sets that are retiring. But one set that Sean really noticed, and the crazy thing is, this actually isn't the only mod. There's like two other modulars that are like rumored to retire, but Lego's not showing. I don't know if I think it's like the bookshop or something because that modular's been out for a long time, and I think it's finally going to retire. But oddly enough, Lego.com isn't showing it. Um, Tyler, I think I've heard you state your opinion on modulars. I think you like respect them, but you don't buy them. Does that sound
Well, my
right?
dad buys them, so it's
Right,
like,
right. Okay.
you know, at the end of the day, it's like if I want to look at it that badly, I'll just look at this, you know.
Right. Okay. So, you know, this this set retire like I've never bought a modular outside of like Diagon Alley. So I mean, you know, I respect the modular game. If oh look at that look cakey bakey Tyler. Here you go. Here's the cakey bakey team
I gotta be frank, man.
at work.
Lego did a good job there because that does make me want to go to a Dunkin' Donuts in the morning and grab a couple.
Right? That looks
That's a
fire,
nice little
man.
scene. That's a nice shot.
Yeah, dude. See, modulars are pretty sick. You got the jail cell right here. Oh, what's he doing with this donut? What the
Yeah.
heck? He's trying to catch a cop. What's going on? Dude, that
Yeah,
little
that
like with the
technique.
strings,
Yeah.
yeah, or well with the rubber band representing the strings. That's really cool. Um, yeah, guys, really solid modular. Gonna be the last chance to buy it, uh, or at least while supplies last. See, that's what they should say. Like while supplies last. It shouldn't be like last chance to buy. This set's gonna be gone at the end of the year. They should almost go more of a while supplies last route. You know what I mean? Um, yeah. See, Moment says bookshop. Um, well, Australia sets have less lifetime. Like they have less shelf life. That's interesting. Margins are cool. Time to make the donuts. Hey, what up, Blaze Bricks?
Yeah, shout out to
Nice.
Blaze Bricks. And I'm gonna ask one favor of you, Blaze Bricks. Turn that 79 to 80 on the likes.
Yeah, smack that.
Let's see it happen. Blaze Bricks, you just
Smash
joined
that
in.
like button, subscribe, share with your friends. We're on the road to 2K.
I'm pointing right at Blaze Bricks. This finger is right at you, Blaze Bricks. There we go. It's 80. Thank you, Blaze.
Boom, let's go. Dude, Tyler's the best like button solicitor ever. Um yeah, guys, this set's cool. Apparently it's on its way out, so if you need it in your city, I'm not gonna lie, man. I don't have any modulars, but I'm looking at this thing. It's pretty nice, man.
Brent,
This
Brent,
is
what was the last big set you built? Like, what was the last like $200+ set did you build?
ooh, 200 200.
'Cause, I mean, I know you got a lot of stuff in your background, but it's like, I mean, I know you got a lot of backlog, but it's like, what's the last big one you actually built?
Dude, the last big thing I built might have been the gunship.
The UCS one?
Yeah, in terms of like big stuff that I built, because a lot of the times I don't have time for like a big build, so I build like a $50, $60, $30 kind of set. It's been a minute, dude. I really want to build the A wing
Well,
that
so that's what
I
I'm getting
bought
at. Like,
from
if you
you
were
or
to buy the
something.
police station, like, would you actually build it ever, or like, or what? You know?
Honestly, because I don't even have a city, it would probably just sit for a while.
Yeah. So don't spend 200 on it. Don't do it.
No, I'm not gonna spend 200 on it because I don't have other modulars, so I don't really have reasoning to. But look at that! Look, tasty treats, dude. Cakey bakey, man. Follow the clues.
Yo, shout out to Will Harper in the chat. He just got, and then also Darth Traitorish. He also just smashed that like button. So thank you, Traitorous.
Oh, thank you guys for smashing the like button, and also big shout out to the legend himself, Hoarder66. Big shout out. Look at this though, right here, Tyler. Does that do anything for you? I mean, you say I know you get to say you get to look at these at your friends' houses or your dad buys them and stuff, but
the funny thing is my dad has none of them built yet. So I mean, but
okay.
but see, and that's kind of look. And this, I don't know if there's something inherently wrong with me, or if it's necessarily a bad thing or whatever. But I mean, does anyone else like? I want everyone to truly think for a second, not lie to themselves, and even you, Brent. Like, just think for a second. Just clear your head. Like, looking at all these modulars here, it's cool, sure, but it just kind of doesn't do anything for me when you kind of know, there's thousands of modular collectors out there that have that same exact
Setup.
lineup, the same
Yeah.
sets. There's no
But there's
variety.
different ways you can orient them.
But just in general, it's like just seeing like, and that's another thing I kind of told you. Like, I have found myself recently really getting sick of sets fast, dude. It's like,
Well, it's because they're leaked for so long.
yeah, rumored, leaked,
Sean's talked
LAN,
about this. Yeah,
rumored, leaked, LAN, release, reviews, modifications. Those 5 steps all within like 3 months, and I'm sick of them, dude. Like, so it's just like that's kind of my take, man. I'm just kind of sitting there, and it's like it just doesn't tickle my fancy because it's just like it's tickling everyone's, Like, and I'm not saying I'm not trying to be like a gatekeeper, like. I don't care that much. Like, I don't need exclusive modulars made just for me. Like, that's not what I'm saying. But it's like, just like subconsciously knowing that it's like, dude, like, it's just the exact same shit. I'm not calling them bad sets. I think they do a really good job with a lot of them. But just like kind of knowing that, and just like, I can't sit here and say that like that does anything for me because it's just the bare bones basic shit that every modular collector has, and it's like it's not there's nothing inherently wrong with that, but that's my opinion. So
yeah, I mean, I think Sean's brought it up before, like by the time these sets come out, it's like you're not even that excited, because it's been leaked for so long, and like every single, like all 500 land members are
on the same day at 9 a.m. dude.
You scroll through Instagram and it's like every single one of them are unboxing the box, and then once they're allowed to review it, then every single one of them are posting it. Yeah, no, I get it, man. And I mean, the thing is, though, is we've talked about this before, and well, mostly Sean has brought up this point. Like when shoes drop, they kind of just drop. Like, of course, you kind of know maybe a couple weeks before they actually come out, but in the sneaker world, man, like when something drops, it comes out of nowhere. And I mean, just like when the freaking MIDI scale Star Destroyer came out, it just popped up on Lego.com. There was never a leak about it. Like, it just came out. So, but I don't know, man. Some people out there live for the leaks, and that's just
see,
it's always about the next thing,
Well, see, and I've never really. The first time I really realized that like leak culture, like kind of what it does to someone's opinions, is when we found out 2-3 months ago what the 2024 May 4th set will be, like 11 months early, 10 months early. Yeah. That's when I kind of thought to myself, like, holy shit, dude. Like,
wait, so we know what the May 4th set's going to be next year?
UCS tires?
Oh, the Interceptor. Oh, yeah. I was thinking I was thinking GWP.
Yeah, so, like, dude, like, it's just one of those things. Like, sure, we haven't seen a picture of it, whatever, but it's like, just like there's zero hype now for May 4th besides the promo. And like that's 9 months in advance that like, dude, I already don't give a damn about May 4th. And it's like, oh no, dude, what's going on?
But you know what I do give a damn about?
What's up?
People hitting that like button. We got 98 of you all in here. Tyler, where are we at for likes now? 80 something?
We're at 89 on the live count. Let's grab 100.
Hey, let's grab 100. Come on, guys.
Me and Brent won't say another damn word until it hits 100. If you guys want to see us talk again, it needs at 100.
Damn. Giving him the silent treatment. Should I mute myself? Damn, we're still at 91.
Bro, people are unliking the F with us. Man, we went from 96 to 91. That's funny.
It's all right. That was probably the longest silence that's ever happened on the show. It's all right. Guys, before we get to the end of the show, we got to get to hundo. Come on. But anyways, moving on to the next thing. Yeah, and I totally agree. Like, I like modulars. Shy, your modular setup is awesome, but you know, there's only so many ways you can spin these things. Let's see.
Well, see, and Brent, I mean, and that's almost kind of like further proves my point of like, imagine if like the modulars. I mean, and maybe the $200 price point is a little too high for it, but imagine the modulars were like a 6-month little fling, dude. You know, where it's like, you know, you
Too
just
pricey.
then at that point, like you just don't get too sick of it. Like like it's just enough time where it's like by the end of that 6-month period, you're done seeing it, and it's like, and then it's out, and the new thing's in. It's like, I would love that, but like I understand on big sets like that. Again, like what I said, like, you know, I think even 200, you know, might be a little too much, you know, for like a every 6-month drop for the modular normies. You know, like I get it, but like that would be incredible. And shout out to Tom the Builder. What's up, man?
Dude, I don't know why. So, Lego.com, such a great, well-oiled machine. Like, I feel like anytime you're like looking, like, okay, like we were looking at 95 sets, but when I went back to the main page, it was like only showing like 5 of them, and it just said go back to the top. So, all right. Anyways, guys, speaking of expensive sets that usually have a longer shelf life, now maybe it's because this set just isn't that popular. However,
Coliseum's
look at
garbage. Look, straight up,
Well-
Coliseum is overrated garbage. It fell off the cliff within a day. This set's boring. Now I'll leave
that.
it.
It's on back order though, Tyler. People are buying it.
Okay, but see, now Brent, I'll be frank with you, man. Back order is like so subjective in the fact of like, dude, they could have made
Right.
5
How
of
much?
that,
How much
dude.
did they produce? Yeah.
Yes, I'm saying, Brent, they could have sold. Maybe they sold 1,000 right off the bat. You know, they got the 1,000 people in there. They made their money. You know, then they sold like one of them every month. You know, for the next year, and then it's like maybe they made 7 of them, dude. And it's like those 7 sold, and it's like then they're putting it on back order because like inherently they're like, shit, dude, we don't want to waste any more capital putting into this piece of junk that no one's buying. And it's like they'll put it on back order where it's like maybe in the next month they'll have like 20 people buy it, where then they can do the 20 at once and like only 20, so they're not sitting on a bunch of extra ones.
So I'm not gonna lie. Like when I see back order, it does make me want to buy it a little more. Not this set because I don't really care about the Coliseum.
Honestly, Brent, I'm the opposite because back order, I don't like the fact of ordering something and just having it just like take forever, in the fact of like you check your order status. Like I don't like when companies say, oh yeah, give me the money now, but we'll ship it sometime in the next 6 months. I hate that, dude, because you know I'm such like a big like, I kind of worry a lot about like when I'm ordering from like random people or like Bricklink orders, like any online order I do. I'm not like one to like check the tracking at all times.
Right.
But like after like a week, like if it hasn't arrived, I kind of start, I'm like, all right, come on, just get it to my house so I can get over with this, you know, or be done.
Right.
So like last thing I want to do is back order something and then have them not ship it for 9 months, dude. And I'm like,
Right.
I'm worrying about it for 8 months. So there's my take on that.
So here's, I feel like Jalen just wants to defend everything that you don't like, but is he saying this? Jalen, are you saying this because you like the Coliseum? Have you built it? Because it's like every person that's built it has only talked about how repetitive it is. But
Is that factual, Cooper? Can we get a fact check? Anyone else? Can they agree or disagree with
Sean
Cooper
has said that, yes.
on anything back?
Or at least, okay, I at least know that's true for pre-orders. Pre-orders, they don't charge you until it's shipped.
Back orders. Anyone? So just bricking around. He also said underneath.
Yeah.
Back order Lego doesn't charge. And can we get a couple more confirmations? I
know that when you pre-order something, they don't charge your card until it ships. So 100% no, it's true. I mean, it would make sense if it's the same way for pre-orders. I guess I could see why. All right, so let's kind of fire through some of these because eventually we're gonna kind of get to some dust. And I do want to kind of touch on the topic of like why does the U.S. only show us 95 sets? I mean, I know somebody said Australian sets have less of a shelf life, but still, for me, even without knowing Australia showing 270 some sets.
Jalen's just a hater, man.
Which comment?
I know. I just like it's just the same.
Just how he kept saying he was just.
Man, Jalen's a hater.
It's like defends everything you're against. I was just Cooper saying like back order is basically pre-order until they have more stock. Okay, I mean makes sense. But yeah, man, like I think it's just weird. I know there's so many more sets retiring, and hey, maybe in a few days, this last chance to buy tab will finally include all the other Star Wars sets that are retiring. But I feel like in the past, I could be wrong, but I feel like sometimes, Tyler, when sets retire, like they never do say on Lego.com if it's the last chance. Like one day they're just gone. They'll be back ordered for a day, and then when they're out of stock, that's when they're finally gone. So it's kind of
the one thing I'll say to that, bro. I mean, and I'm not a big Lego.com checker, dude. I'll be honest. I mean, I'll be 100% honest with you, man. I probably only go on Lego.com like 6 times a year, if that, dude. Like, on a couple. Like, I'm just.
What about when new stuff comes out?
Well, even then, man. Like, sure, I'll maybe do like the occasional, like something's on clearance, like parted out for the Bricklink store. If there's like a VIP, reward thing, like I genuinely don't even order that much, let alone check it. Like I just I'm just not. So like I don't even really. The last thing I'm gonna do is look at what a set says. Like
Well, I feel like I feel like either if you're buying a set full price Jones, like you're getting it early for like video making purposes, or I feel like you're a clearance Cody on it,
Yeah, or I'm an in-store Lego store person on a release day. Like I'm gonna get the Venator
in-store Andy.
Yeah, I like that vibe. I like bottom line of it. I mean, if you order it on Lego.com, you're not gonna get it for 3-4 days anyway. Like if you want it day one, you got to go in store. But yeah, I'm just a big if I'm gonna do a drop, I'm just gonna go in store. Like that's just my take on it.
I'm a big in-store advocate for sure. What a Brick Hive tuning into the chat here.
Jalen Phillips. I'm just gonna. He said, "Nah, bro, I agree with you on a lot. Like the new trash gunship, but pretty much every 5. Holy, that is the hottest of all hot. That's
pretty much every $500 set.
A little bit of a shill there. Every $500.
Yeah. What about are you trying to tell us that the Hulkbuster's good?
I don't know, man. Jalen, dude, I don't know, dude. That's.
If Jalen defends the Hulkbuster, then I'm truly shocked.
Like that, Jalen. I think that's an opinion that might be a little skewed. Are you sure you're not being paid by Lego to say that? That's crazy. Dude. Every $500+ set's good. I mean, dude, you don't hear that often, man. At all.
I guess he said pretty much, so give or take a few, I guess.
Yeah, Cooper's right. Sounds like a land spy.
Sounds like a land spy. Oh, Blaze said Hulkbuster was garbage. You ain't wrong. All right, so we'll kind of rapid fire a few of these. I know we've kind of been stuck on a few. Santa's Visit, I'm definitely getting this year because I typically try to at least buy the Winter Village sets that I like before they're gone. So yeah, I'll definitely pick this one up, man. This set, I think Shy brought it up when we were talking about hidden gems, uh, about a month ago or so. Um, I think this set's really really cool. Definitely gonna pick it up. Tyler, do you care about the Winter Village sets that much, or just meh?
Well, same thing. My dad buys them, so that's that. I mean, I'm
Oh,
just
okay.
if he, that's the thing. Like, I'm fortunate enough where he buys stuff. So yeah, winter
Right.
villages and modular stuff. That's all him. So I'm fortunate on that regard.
This set, Goat Boat, I was able to cop during clearance season for like $38 or something. So cool little
Garbage
cop.
movie, garbage set, dude. The only redeeming
I
part of
haven't even
that
seen
set.
the movie. I just like it because I like Vikings, man.
Brian, hey, everyone in the chat, everyone, can we all agree the only good part about any of these Love and Thunder sets is Natalie Portman's Lady Thor in the set, right?
Hey, that's okay with me. I haven't even seen the movie because I haven't heard like a single good thing about it. But
I mean, hey,
I
the
just like
only good thing about it is Natalie Portman.
Natalie Portman's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Natalie Portman, she's a heater, let me tell you. So that set's retiring if you care.
She is a heater indeed, Brent.
She is definitely a heater. She's a queen. Uh, XL15 is a cool set. I think Tyler, you said you have a few of these. You got some of these on clearance?
Yeah, but I just parted them all out. I told myself like it might do
Oh,
pretty
really?
well in the
You
future.
didn't keep any sealed?
I didn't keep any seal. Honestly, looking back, I should have probably maybe kept like one, but I
Right.
do. I never saw the movie. You know, I know there's some controversy in the movie and everything. Like whatever, I don't care about that all that much. But I will admit, I really do like the execution of that set. From what I
I
know,
love the stand,
I know
man.
the stand's killer. The
Could
stand's
you
really good.
imagine if Star Wars sets got stands more
Yeah,
often, like
yeah.
aside from UCS ones, man? Like this is generally, I think, just the coolest thing about this set is that freaking stand, and I think this is definitely the, aside from I haven't just like Love and Thunder, I haven't seen the freaking Lightyear movie either because I just didn't hear anything good about it. But this XL15 is a really really cool set. So I suggest looking for that. You can probably find it on clearance Cody status. Don't pay $50 for it, but it is retiring soon, I guess. And guys, I'm zooming in on stuff because if I go in and look at all the images and come back, Lego.com has a freak out. It doesn't
Yeah.
work. Kind of glitches out. Stadium sets. I'm surprised these even still exist. I don't think I've ever talked to anybody who's bought one of these, unless you just happen to be a really big fan of soccer. I wish they would do them for other sports, but hey, I can't have your cake and eat it too.
You know, Brady, see
Big
my
sup-
comment in the chat?
Oh, sorry guys.
No, you see my. I put in there to see who agrees and who disagrees.
Oh God, UCS ATAT. Oh hey, check it out.
Hey, Hive agrees.
How Hive agrees. What up,
Shout out to
CP?
Hive.
What's up, guys?
What's up, CPM? Yeah, I want to
So-
get this out of the way. I saw your text, but I hate replying super late. I just feel terrible.
No,
But
it's all
Brent,
good.
like everyone, I'm a terrible texter to everybody, and like everyone tells me I should just like even if it takes a while, I should just text back. But like I'm one of those guys where it's like if I don't see it within like 5-6 hours, I just feel like it's worse to reply after 5 or 6
I
hours.
feel that.
So believe me, I feel terrible. But thank you for checking
it's
up.
all good.
I won't be at Grand Rapids. It came up too quick. I was too.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I was
Yeah.
sick for a whole week. It came up too quick, but I wish I was. Are you going there tomorrow or just Saturday?
I'll be going tomorrow and Saturday.
Sweet. Honestly, dude, the more I think about, dude, maybe I should just do a quick little like at least Saturday, bro.
Just
Do like a
pop
quick
in,
little
dude.
2-hour out there, stay for 5-6, and come. Maybe I'll do that. Honestly, maybe I
Hey,
will.
That'd be fun.
A little pop in. You know
So
what I mean?
yeah, I'm gonna try and do some streaming on Saturday. I think that's the plan.
Well, there you go.
We'll see how it works
Yeah.
out. No promises.
So, CP, as a fellow clone boy, what do you feel about Tyler's comment right here? So, Tyler, explain this a little more. Like Natalie Portman, like
No, I mean just no. I mean, look, everyone knows. I
like
don't
literally
like
in general, just Natalie Portman.
Yeah, I mean, no. I mean, I would much rather have Natalie Portman than the AT-AT and Razor Crest. That's for damn sure.
Well, what do you mean by have? Not you mean like go on a date with Natalie Portman or have
Even
the
have a
UCS
conversation with
AT-AT?
her. I'd rather literally just be able to say hello to her in person, dude. than
Well, a
have to
meet
see-
and greet with her probably cost almost as much as the UCS AT-AT. Let's be
Nah,
honest.
No way. No.
Wait, a signature?
Meet and greet and a
That's like
signature, like,
$50.
no way. It's got to be more than 50.
Okay, look,
I've seen meet and greets at cons of like people I've never really heard of for like 50.
Hey, call me a simp, call me whatever, but honestly, because dude, Natalie Portman's like a top 5 or like probably top 10 actor for me. Look, Padme, obviously, that's it. But I would have never known about her if it wasn't for Padme. But I would rather pay. Call me crazy, whatever. I would rather pay $8.50 to take a picture with her and just have a little sentence with her, maybe a little 5-minute conversation, than the UCS AT-AT. So that's what I'm like.
But you never get to own the UCS AT-AT ever.
Yeah, 100%.
So, all right, we got to get CP's opinion.
So this is hearsay.
Well, Tyler said that the UCS AT-AT is overrated. Chat wasn't agreeing with him.
I mean, I don't agree with that. I haven't built it yet, but I mean, it's just one of those icons. It's so iconic.
It's so good too.
It's like.
So how about this? Money aside, like imagine you don't have it. Money aside, someone's like, you can meet Natalie Portman, get a picture, get an autograph, or have the UCS AT-AT.
Probably just the UCS AT-AT. So I'm very tangible in that respect, where if I can have something for a moment, or have one thing or an experience for a moment, or have something tangible I can hold on to for years,
we get to hold on to the autograph.
Years on. Yeah, but I mean, I feel like nowadays you'd rather take the selfie than the autograph, just in general.
You get both.
Look, I'll be honest. I think selfie. I agree with CPA in the fact I think selfie. I mean, sure, signature is like monetarily worth more, but like quite frankly, if I'm getting a once in a lifetime signature by like Natalie Portman, I don't give a damn about the valuableness of the signature. I would rather take a flick with her, dude, and just like have that forever. You know what I mean? Like that's that.
Dude, I think my mitts would be fucking shaking and sweating like my freaking forehead on a 95-degree day if I was standing within 5 feet of Natalie Portman. What a freaking missile.
God damn.
My goodness.
Well, see, and they call me crazy or not. I would trade my Cloud City Boba Fett to.
Oh,
I would trade. No. Okay, look. Natalie Portman isn't worth a Cloud City. No. Natalie Portman ain't worth a Cloud City Boba Fett. Who? The only people that are worth a Cloud City Boba Fett are Hayden Christensen and Andrew Lincoln. Only 2 people worth a Cloud City Boba Fett.
See,
no, Hayden Christensen's meet and greet price is pretty high. Go ahead, CP.
Here's the thing, though, and I just want to put this out there. I'm not bragging 100%. There are people out there that have met way more celebrities than I have.
Oh, yeah, CPA, you've some of the Walking Dead dudes, right?
Yeah, I've been blessed to meet a handful of celebrities and just have a quick little chat with them. One of the biggest, or just because he was in Lord of the Rings, so Billy Boyd, one of the Hobbits, I was able to talk with him for a couple minutes. He was at a convention. A lot of TV shows, so like The Walking Dead, for instance. But like, so I know the feeling that you would get when you talk to them, and you'd be hyped for a while, of course, but eventually it would fade off. Whereas the UCS AT-AT, it's never going to fade off. It's going to stay there.
Legends never die. But
So
like, yeah, like I know the feeling that you would get when you would.
Well, the thing is, CPA, like, it's a lot different. Like, if we're comparing Walking Dead actors, because like comparing like Carrie Payton that plays Ezekiel compared to Andrew Lincoln, like, I don't give a damn about meeting Carrie Payton all that much. Like, sure, if it was $100, I'd grab a pic and a signature, sure, but like Andrew Lincoln is genuinely my favorite actor, plays my favorite fictional character ever, dude. I mean, and it's like, look. And not to get weird or anything, dude, but like if there was one guy on the planet I'd rather look like Andrew Lincoln. So like everything about him, dude, is like, look, he's worth. I
feel that
he's like, so he's worth everything, dude. It's like, I will, if it takes $5,000 to talk to him, take a flick, get a signature.
You just got to go back in time to like the early 2000s and go to Walker Stalker, Atlanta.
Well, if I wasn't 13 at the time, if I was as old as I am now, dude, like with my own car, my money, I would 100% go on those. All right, there's the
team man brings up Natalie Portman over Chewbacca.
I think. That. Oh, build with Chewbacca.
Oh, come on.
Talk about legends.
Well, I would assume Team Man. Everyone agrees with Team Man there.
Brick Hive said, "I want to hit on Anakin's wife." Oh man! Someone said she's single now. Oh man, we're getting weird out here, guys.
Rumor, just pure hearsay. I've heard she's not the nicest person.
Ooh, could you imagine, Tyler, if you met her and she was a dick to you?
I've heard she's not.
I would feel pretty bad. I would feel pretty bad.
Don't meet your
honestly.
heroes.
honestly, Natalie Portman could probably like say something mean to me, and I'd just be like,
Jesus Christ.
"Thanks." I probably would just awkwardly be like, huh, "Thanks." Just feel like Padme just fucking said
Dunked
something
on you.
mean to me. Never me here. Anyway, CP. Aside from that, odd comparison of meeting Natalie Portman or having the UCS AT-AT, we are going through the retired Lego sets that show up on Lego.com. For some reason, they only show us 95. However, we all definitely know there's a lot more than 95 sets retiring. So some
need
people
a
in the chat
list?
have, huh?
Do you need a list?
Well, so Sean wanted to specifically cover like what Lego.com wants to tell us is retiring.
Yeah.
So we kind of were discussing like why is it only these 95 sets? Like there's other modulars
Oh, yeah.
retiring other than the police station. Like the bookshop is retiring, but oddly enough they're not showing that.
I can tell you why the goat boat's on there because they probably have a bajillion of those.
Exactly. So we were kind of covering that a little bit. Like it's a lot of this list is kind of the sets that are on clearance and stuff and haven't really sold that great. So that's kind of why Lego's probably highlighting them. We only got down to about right here. We were talking about the stadium. I can kind of understand stadiums. I feel like they're not really going to make any more of those. I've never met a single person that owns one of those. And right when you joined in, I believe we were on the Black Panther set. Now, obviously, I think we know why this one's going to retire, boys. I mean, for 209, this thing's been living at 40% off for a long time.
When did
So
it
no
drop?
big surprises there. Tyler,
When did
CP,
Black
do either
Panther
of you
drop?
care about buying this thing?
Unfortunately, not.
Black Panther?
Yeah.
No. Never, man. Not in a million bajillion years.
What if it was like $100? Would you part it out, Tyler?
Well, funny. I mean, I parted out two of them at 210.
Oh,
When they
okay.
first went down to 210. So like I owned it for a bit. I got a picture with both, but like I don't literally, man. Like sure, for $100, I would buy another one and like keep it sealed. Like that's just obvious, but to build it, I don't know, man. It just doesn't. I don't know. Like another hot take too. I'm just not a big Black Panther fan. Like just fundamentally, like I know he's a very
Yeah.
popular character. You know, rest in peace to Chadwick. You know, I think his portrayal was great. You know, I think Chadwick's a fighter for doing what he did in those 6 years or 4 years, or whatever. Like crazy story, but like just fundamentally, dude, I just ain't paying 210 for a Black Panther bust, even if it was like a fair value type thing. I'm just not a Black Panther fan. That's just bottom line of it.
I feel it. I feel like Black Panther's been talked about to death. We'll talk about the Justifier real quick, I guess, because it's one of the few Star Wars sets that are even showing on here. I mean, Cad Bane, especially that Omega's now Omega, whatever, however you're supposed to say it. Is it Mega or Mega? I've heard people joke around and say Omega. It's Mega,
I
right?
think it's mega, yeah.
Oh, it's Omega.
Omega. But I feel like the main redeeming quality in the set, boys, is obviously just the Toto 360 and Cad Bane. Those are really the only figs remaining exclusive to this set.
Is that
Kind
valuable
of
at
surprised.
all? Is Toto valuable at all?
I don't know, but I'll tell you what. Just a little, shameless plug. Maybe we might do a droids episode on Figonomics.
That'd be fun.
You know what I mean?
Ooh,
there's a lot of them.
Yeah, you might see us talk about droids. You might see us talk about Cad Bane on Figonomics. So we won't get too deep into like fig value because we got a dedicated show for that now. But I'm kind of surprised that they're not discounting the Justifier even on Lego.com. But I mean, I guess hey, it's your last chance to buy it, and so there's that. But Tyler, any thoughts on the Justy? Do you think people should just try to? I bought mine for 110, or no, I bought mine for 90, or no, 85.
Yeah.
I bought mine for 85, so I was really happy to only spend half price for this thing. A little half price Hank on this one. So
Yeah, so where I'm at on the Justifier, like all conversation aside, sure, like overpriced from the get-go, whatever. But basically, right now, current day, so like my dad usually goes like clearance hunting like with me just for the hell of it. Like we're always going to like Walmarts and stuff, and like he's obviously got way more money just in general. So he's actually sitting on a bunch of $85 Justifiers like himself.
Nice.
Like he's got a bunch, and the more I'm thinking about it, honestly, I might. Because the thing is, I've seen some reviews, of course, over the years, some pictures and stuff. And from what everyone's always told me is like, this actually is a pretty big build, bigger than you kind of may think. and that kind of intrigues me as to like maybe wanting to see it for myself in person. So I might actually buy one off of my dad, like just give it to me for 85. Like, I
Right.
never kept one for myself. Like, and the part out value ain't all that great either. That's why I didn't buy any to part out.
Yeah, dude.
And
Yeah.
because it's just so low piece counts, the figs are all low now, Mexico, whatever. And it's like, but the one thing is I did buy one when it was on Amazon or whatever a couple months ago for like cheap. And I kind of had some intention of maybe building it, but the thing is, it came in one of their shipper boxes, like a perfect
Oh,
little.
and they put the box is crispy.
No, came in a beautiful little flip up shipper box where it's just like,
Yeah.
dude, like just it's so satisfying, man. You just shut the flaps, it's in a
Yeah.
perfect cardboard box, keep it sealed forever. And the second it came in that, I'm like, I'm not building this, dude.
My light cruiser's in one of those boxes.
I know, dude. The same thing that happened with my Eldorado. I was talking about Eldorado forever, and then Lego ends up shipping my Eldorado in a beautiful shipper box, man. And I'm like, yeah, this thing ain't ever getting built.
Now you're just hanging on to it. CP, I saw your eyebrows raised when I highlighted Richie's comment here. Do you think Richie's capping or what's up? What's up? Bionicle
It's probably a little bit of behind the scenes action going on there. Yeah, I hope so. I really hope so.
I would love it. I'd be hyped.
He's trolling a little bit, unfortunately. He knows.
Yeah, guys, Justifier. Honestly, if you missed out on the good clearance deals, I mean, do we think Cad Bane's gonna come in another? I don't know. Maybe that's a Figonomics topic, but Justifier, one of the few Star Wars sets that show up now in this little lineup of sets right here. The foosball table, man. Now, famously, us here at a couple Brickheads have started the foosball tournament that is now. They might even do it in Grand Rapids when you guys are there. I know Brick World is talking about making this more part of the rest of their other events. So, I don't know, man. I might have to. I mean, this thing's retiring. We're gonna have to have a couple of these on deck if we want to keep doing the foosball event every single year at Brick World, guys. So, if you want one, better cop it soon.
175.
Yeah, still on sale, 30% off. So kind of surprised, but not surprised also to see that one go. This super overpriced set that's been living at the $62 point. I mean, if you want to complete all your Hall of Armors, I mean, now's a good time to get it, I guess. It's still on sale, and I guess it's retiring soon. I was saying earlier, CP, instead of saying last chance, they should probably say like wall supplies last, because it's not like at midnight, on New Year's Eve, these sets just poof, they're gone. So, birthday set. I don't think anyone really cares. Someone joked around earlier. They were like, "Oh no, the salt and pepper set. It's been available for like 10 years.
Oh man,
Can't believe it's gone."
that's funny.
Roller Disco Arcade. This is another one I got on clearance for half off for $30. Was pretty happy to get that. I think this set is a little underrated. I kind of like how it can close up and look nice from the outside. You got a nice, cool interior. I also have a daughter, so that justifies me buying friend stuff.
Speaking of friends, that's ironic you said that. How the heck do I get this off? Does anyone know? This little without like ripping it. Like, see how it's like connected up here on the chin, also behind the ears. Does anyone know?
Cut it?
I don't want to cut. It's a piece.
That's a piece. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it might have came like that out of the set. What's that from?
It's from set number.
Oh, is it from a friend set? Is that why you said that?
Yeah. I was very ironic right when I picked it up. Pulled over the ears. Which part, Tom? This? Hold on. Because I just don't want to rip it. Come on. If I rip it, Tom, you owe me $1.
Live break.
Yeah, it looks like it would just pop up over the ears.
Which part? This part?
Yeah, pull that back part up over the ears and slide it off the nose. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Sweet.
Yeah.
Boom.
Live
teamwork.
There we go. Sweet. That's why I'm here. To get information on
live teamwork,
Have
baby. Let's go. Thank you, Tom, for the insight.
Now that I got what I wanted, I spent 2.5 hours just to try to figure out how to get this off. Now I'm out of here.
All right. See you, bro. So, but yeah, guys, I mean, a lot of these sets are kind of double. Okay, here's another one of the Star Wars sets. Boba Fett's Throne Room. This was another deep.
Yeah, I don't know how that's not on. That's got to go on sale this Christmas.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it's
$100. Like, I guess that's another thing too, guys. Like, if Lego.com is announcing that these are retiring, hopefully these are sets that you can see go on deep clearance, whether it's Walmart, whether it's Amazon. Um, I bought mine at Brick World 2022 for like $70 because obviously a guy went to Costco and stocked up on them. Uh, so yeah, I mean that's another one of the Star Wars sets retiring. Not super Lego.com. What is this with this yellow? Thank you. Yeah, I mean this is another one of those. It doesn't really surprise me that it's retiring. I don't think very many people are spending full price Jones on that. Um, some of the first wave Avatar sets is finally retiring. I'm not gonna lie, I've been kind of tempted to buy these floating mountains for
Yeah, it's a
70
nice looking
bucks.
set.
Yeah, man, for $70, that's a pretty. I mean, 100 is steep for that, but $70 is it's not too bad for that. I got some 4 plus Marvel stuff, some Disney stuff. See, I mean, like, kind of just more dusty friend stuff that none of us really gonna care about around here. Tyler, I know you're a Ninjago dragon guy. Do you have this four-headed golden dragon?
I do indeed.
Did you get it on clearance?
No, I surprisingly, because look, what I was gonna do with
Full
it, and
price
what I do with,
Jones?
yeah, full price Jones, and what I normally do with it though, but I haven't done it yet. But I'll do it whenever I end up building it. What I'll do, and this is how I justify. I mean, I still probably should have waited for a little bit of a
You
sale,
sell all
but
the figs.
yeah, I sell every fig, but the
Oh,
one that
okay.
rides the dragon. Like in every dragon set, I only keep the fig that's on the dragon. All the rest I sell. So
Helps justify it. I
yeah, a
see.
little
I
bit.
see.
Yeah.
I like the strategy because I do like the Ninjago dragons. I know you're kind of a fan of them.
I'm a
CP, do you get any Ninjago for yourself at all?
I have two. I've got, and
Okay.
did we talk about this last week or a different time? I got this one because I was raving about
Yeah,
the
dude.
crazy
That
detail.
fig. That fig is
And
fire.
then the other one is, where is it? Oh, it's at the bottom. Someone's
Is it-
car. I'll go grab
Is
it.
it another
Over here.
one of the sets that has that dragon fig with the wings?
Unfortunately, no. This one, because I liked it had a good minifig selection, and I really liked the car.
I don't know where.
So I've got.
I don't know where mine went, but Zane has a cool new car that's out that you might like. The one that like spins. It's
And
kinda
it was
cool.
$24, $26.
Little clearance Cody.
Yeah. And this
Little
one was
clearance
13.
Cody. Venom fig doesn't really surprise me. I feel like those figures are always in and out pretty quick. This Dojo Temple, pretty cool. I feel like this hasn't been out for very long. That Dojo Temple is apparently retiring. It's pretty cool. I kind of like the location builds for them. But again, another fig, not surprising. Another small friend set. One of the few Jurassic sets that Lego.com shows. There's other Jurassic sets that actually are retiring. This one I've seen on clearance a lot. Doesn't really surprise me there. This is another Avatar of the first wave that's retiring, kind of surprisingly so. I feel like that's a pretty solid set. Another Love and Thunder set. No
Yeah, I got that
surprise
one.
there.
That Avatar on the left for $19.
Oh, that's a great find for 19.
Oh, it was beautiful.
I need to pick that up before it's gone, man. Last chance. Might order it tonight. Psych. Gonna look for a clearance deal. This set, this Main Street building, I feel like this has not been on shelves for that long either. Maybe they've kind of realized that the Friends market doesn't really care to have a modular-esque type of building. Got another Ninjago mech. I think all dots are going. I think pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat or panel, but I'm pretty sure all dots are going away. Got some Disney princess stuff retiring. All the Lightyear stuff is retiring. No big surprise there. More dots. Some other Ninjago, dots and friends. More
Is
Ninjago.
that one $60-something Ninjago mech retiring? I remember Duck was talking about it a couple weeks ago.
Oh, the Zane one, the ones that it's like a really good deal.
Oh, I don't think I see that one on here, but that Zane mech is amazing. It's got like neat. It's like the one Ninjago set that TJ was actually able to talk Sean into buying. but I don't think it's on here. But that again, that doesn't mean that it's not retiring, because for whatever reason, Lego doesn't want to show us everything that's retiring. But yeah, guys, as we get to the end of this list, it's kind of a lot of Friends and Ninjago. There is some Monkey Kid stuff that's going away. Where was it at? I think the Cloud Jet is retiring. A lot of the stunt stuff is going away. Yeah, the Cloud, dude, this has been a Monkey Kid set that's been out for a while. I don't think this was from this might even be from the first wave, but this Monkey Kid set's been available for a while, so that's gone. Every dot set ever. This Space Monkey Kid set's going away. But guys, there'll be another episode, I'm sure, where we're going to talk about all the stuff that actually matters that people want to get before it goes away, like the rest of all the Star Wars stuff and all the Marvel stuff and Harry Potter stuff and all that. Like CP said, I mean, there are lists out there that actually show everything else that is going to be retiring, but in terms of that, I mean, I think we covered everything of significance on here that we care about, that isn't like Duplo or Dots or Friends or things like that. This actually, the last one I'll actually kind of zoom in and take a good look at here. This set's cool because it reminds me of the container ship that they did. It's kind of in the same vein as that, except it's like a big team van. I don't know, this thing's kind of sweet. I mean, we were really high on Monkey Kid for a while on this channel, but I feel like all the recent waves weren't as cool as the first one, so I feel like the Monkey Kid hype has kind of died down a little bit. But look at that, even has a tuk tuk. That's pretty sick. Pretty sick. So but yeah, guys, those are the sets that Lego.com at least says are going to retire. We talked about it a little bit before you got here, CP, but CP, do you think you have any idea or any more ideas that we haven't already mentioned as to why like Lego just doesn't show every single set that's actually retiring? That they only show a small percentage, other than the fact that they want us to buy the dust?
Yeah, I imagine you're probably shared the main reason that this is what they've got the most stock of.
Right, right.
Probably also stuff that they've calculated is the most expensive to stock on their shelves.
Yeah.
Shelving costs is definitely something they're taking into consideration. So between those two things, I can't think of anything that would stand out as to why they would put these specifics on there.
Yeah.
So other than these have the most probability of making the biggest splash.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe in a week they'll update the list and actually add the rest. I found it interesting that someone in the chat said that in Australia it shows like 279, which sounds like the right amount of sets that are retiring. What up, Max? West Coast Bricks tuning in the chat there. Shreddy says, "What up, West Coast?" Anyways, but yeah, so real quick, because we hit this while you were gone, CP, but did you get a box of boys this week? Had to do another, but this is the first time we've done a second box of boys check. But I just had to check up again. You know, did we get
Unfortunately,
a box?
no. I've been dry in the Lego purchasing department for a couple weeks now, actually.
Oh man, so even if we did a little weekly pickups right now, there's nothing that you picked up within the last couple weeks.
I don't think so.
Not even
The
like a
last
Marvel
thing was the
CMF.
Marvel CMF, since I was able
Yeah.
to get all those. Yeah,
So
it's kind of a shame.
we'll talk about this real quick on this topic of Marvel CMFs. Did you have to go through and get a lot of duplicates, or did you actually? But you had a method, I believe. Are you going the code method on getting all those?
I got, let's see, 4 storms, which that might end up being a good thing. 3
Yeah.
werewolves, which I don't think will be a good thing. 3 echoes, which also I don't think will be a good thing. And
Yeah.
then 3 Kate Bishops. So I got my fair share of
Dupes that you didn't really want
Yeah.
dupes of.
yeah.
Yeah. So lucky enough for me, I've bought how many of these? 1, 2, 3. I've bought 6 completely random Like, sure, I looked at the code on the bottom to make sure I wasn't
Yeah.
buying the one with the same code. I'm 6 for 6 for
Wow.
different ones somehow. It's
That's impressive.
crazy. Um, also like the Beast minifig, I wouldn't mind getting extras of these just because of that. I don't know if that'll
The mug.
focus. The mug, dude, the printed X-Men mug. That's a cool piece there. And I think you might have said the CP, but like She-Hulk, very nicely
Mm.
detailed. Like, I mean, she is decked out with printing all over the place. So,
The only problem with her though is the white is very easily scratched, and then
oh,
sometimes it doesn't line up very well, which I shouldn't point it out because now you're gonna see it and it's gonna
oh
stand
God.
out to you. But yeah, it's just really easy to
On the
scratch that
legs,
white on the legs, and it kind
yeah,
of bleeds through.
yeah, I already
Which of
see mine
course
kind
it's
of
not gonna
fading on
focus.
one of the edges. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
But and
Maybe it's just because there's so
not gonna
much
focus.
printing going on there. But I'll tell you what, my favorite part I think about the She-Hulk is the cell phone getting a call from Wong.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
That's pretty great. But yeah, luckily enough, I've been, and the very first one I opened was Moon Knight, like the one that I
Oh,
really wanted. So
like the
that was kind of
$17 CMF right now. I don't know if it's still $17, but it was going
right.
for crazy.
That's insane. We're gonna have to talk about that on Figonomics next week or so. But I'll tell you a set I did actually buy, and I already built. Look at that. I already built the thing. Little family build, but the dried flowers, man. This thing's sitting on our dining room table right now. It's a pretty fun little family build.
I was like, didn't you say your wife liked those?
Yeah, man. So I built this with the wife, and our daughter helped out a little bit. But this isn't, these sets aren't super easy to build. Kind of finicky. A lot of weird building techniques in there. So, but that's all I've been keeping my
Oh, so we're
Lego
doing weekly
spinning
pickups. I
to
didn't
them. And
realize.
yeah, but I just started that while you were gone. CP didn't have anything, and I
Boring
only
me.
had a couple of the Marvel CMFs, and then the dried flowers. But yeah, Tyler, you get anything interesting this week?
Um, Let me think real quick overall. Well, to anyone that knows, they know type thing, is I did just get one of these little guys.
Ooh, what the heck is that
Oh
from?
no! Where'd it go?
Gone
Here we
forever.
go. Yeah, so if you know type thing. So I did get this guy. So
A
now I
dragon?
have. Well, hold up. Actually, let's see if I. So now all I gotta do is get the torso, and this is $100 knight.
Oh, snap!
So I was able to get this for a really good deal, so I picked it up. And then Brent got a little teaser at the beginning of the stream, right after Ahsoka episode 5. Had a rush on to
Oh, let me
CAC.
put you back on full screen real quick.
Had to rush over to CAC and grab a realistic Phase 1 Captain Rex to match up with my Hayden Christensen Clone Wars Anakin.
That's pretty fire.
So
That
I've
waist
got
cape
him.
though.
Yeah, I've
Oh,
got
that waist
him.
cape is so good.
Yeah, and then also to go with that is I picked up 6 little animated
Ooh,
Phase 1
nice.
501st helmets to go with it. So now, a little tea you guys can expect on the Instagram probably tomorrow. It's a little picture of Hayden with his proper clones.
Nice. So, did you go to the Clone Army Customs store to get those?
I don't know, Brent. I live like 4 hours away from there.
Oh, I forgot it's Detroit. I thought it was in Chicago.
No, I just placed an order. Other than that, oh, here I did pick up this.
So you can just order stuff from their website, man. I need to
Yeah,
just check them out sometime. Ooh, because you are a dragon guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
So the thing is, so my dad, he got the Gringotts, but then he also placed another order. And hey, if it tells you anything, look, I'm not a Harry Potter guy, but I guess for what it's worth, man, my dad wanted to get another one of those $120 promos like 2 weeks ago, and he's like, hey Tyler, what set should I get? You know, like because he doesn't know anything about Harry Potter. But if you think I know nothing, dude, that mother he doesn't know anything. He like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
show him a Harry Potter minifigure, bro, and he doesn't even know it's Harry Potter. Like that's how bad.
Yeah.
He's been in the Lego space for 10 years, and it's like,
But he wanted the GWP?
yeah, he's a GWP dude. You know, but so the
Yeah.
thing is, so literally how it worked was I've wanted this for a while anyway, so I kind of just like brought this up. I'm like, look, I
It's
mean, you can
fire.
just throw this in your order. You know, this is 50 of it, and then I convinced him. I'm like, you know, we're just going down the Harry Potter thing, and like. Again, I know he doesn't know who Dobby is whatsoever, but I'm like, hey, you should get a Dobby. You know, the
sorry.
little $40 Dobby guy. I'm like, he's cute. So I literally what I do is I'm like, you want to know who Dobby is? So I show him because I remember from the first movie since I only watched the first movie. I showed him the scene where on YouTube, I showed him the scene where friggin' Dobby like gets the socks or whatever. You know what I mean? Harry Potter gives Dobby.
Master has presented Dobby with a sock.
Yeah, so I showed,
is free.
yeah, so I showed my dad that scene, and then he turned into a Dobby fan, dude. So then
Let's go.
so basically how he played it was he picked up 2 of these, one for himself, one for he's gonna just leave his seals because he likes the dragon too. He bought this. Luckily, you know, shout out to my dad. He bought this for me. Like he just didn't charge me. He just added this to his order.
Nice.
And then he picked up a Dobby. You know, so that was his order. He's keeping the GWP, obviously. But so yeah, I mean, literally. So now, I mean, he still probably never watched them, but you know, when I showed him the Dobby sock scene, I mean, it actually seemed like he was pretty.
Maybe you guys will watch Star Wars. I'm sorry. Maybe you guys will watch Harry Potter together, and you'll both become Harry Potter fans.
I told him like, I mean, I said like we should. I mean,
You should give it a run, man. I've been trying to convince Sean, but he's too scared.
we'll see. But again, Sean, I called you Sean, right? Easy to say, but no, Brian. I fell asleep. I can't even make it through the third one, and it's like I fell asleep 4 times during the like.
How old were you?
Like
were you like 15?
No, it was 2021 summer, dude. It took me literally like 5 weeks to get through the first movie, man. Like I fell asleep after like 30 minutes in the first movie, then I caught another 30, then I caught like another 15. It's like Harry Potter is just one of those movies where it's like every 20 minutes I just find myself bored as shit, and I either fall asleep or I keep on there, or then I go on my phone and like I'm just like scrolling through, and then I'm just like, all right, let's get this off the screen. Like, what am I watching? He's like, I can't even pay attention. So it's like, but again, I will take the dragon though. I'm a dragon guy. Although I don't think I haven't even seen this guy in action. Right? He's not in the first.
It's from the 4th movie.
Yeah. So.
Well, their aerial Harry Potter sets are fantastic with the Hedwig, the Phoenix, and the dragon. They're great. Yeah. And I'm not a Harry Potter.
What, Dobby's not good? You don't like Dobby?
No, Dobby's not good enough.
Damn.
Dobby's a little creepy looking.
It's the
Dobby's in the first movie, Polynesian. What are you talking about?
Nah, he's in the second, bro.
No way.
Swear to God, in the second.
One. I've seen the first
one. Okay, well, I've seen the first two, so I guess
he's not in the first one. I'm a big Harry Potter fan right here. He's not in the first one.
You're telling me that Dobby didn't get his socks at the end of the first episode?
End of the second movie. End of the second movie.
At least I remember. At least I remember something of the second movie.
Yeah. It's Chamber of Secrets is when Dobby is introduced in the book and the movie. Promise.
Dude, the funny thing is, man, I know all the names. I know all the names of the movies, and I think I know the order.
Try it right now.
Sorcerer's Stone.
Yep.
Chamber of Secrets.
Yep.
Prisoner of Azkaban.
Yeah.
Goblet of Fire.
Yep.
Oh, dude, shit. And then I'm missing
it. Let me list the ones you have left. Okay.
Well, I know the last 2 are Deathly Hallows Part 1 and Deathly Hallows.
Okay, so now you only have Half-Blood Prince and the Order of the Phoenix. Which one's 5? Which one's 6?
Half-Blood Prince first, Order of Phoenix second.
Nope. Order of the Phoenix is 5. Half-Blood 6.
Damn. Either way, man, shout out to Dobby and his socks, man. That's all I can say.
And yeah, I think Polynesian just changed his name midstream. But yes, I know it's the Philosopher's Stone, but in America, it's the Sorcerer's Stone.
There's two of them. He didn't change his name.
Oh, it's a different one. Yeah. Maybe I can't tell if these guys are like they're
trolls. It's the same person.
I'm sorry. Look, I've just never seen this before. I've just never.
I know one CPA, and it's the one in the damn panel.
I know. I don't know if CPA knows these. I don't know who it is.
I
I got a suspicion who they are
you
in
know
the
'em
chat.
too, yeah.
I got a suspicion who's playing the accounts, but like it's just funny now that CPA's in the chat or in the panel. And these, I don't know. There's that. There's that.
Jeez. Anyways, guys, so there's for weekly pickups. I don't really think there's not a whole lot of news. We pretty much covered. I guess we didn't talk about Ahsoka yet.
I was just gonna ask that.
Yeah, so let's hit a little bit of Ahsoka talk just because I know people want to know, and then we'll close it out. But first thing I want to do. Oh, I took away our background. First thing I want to mention. Oh yeah, sorry guys. Sean is usually driving. Not usually. Okay. First thing I want to mention though is those like witches or the mothers or whatever they are.
Night Sisters.
Are they
Great
Night
Mothers.
Sisters? I thought they're what?
They're called Great Mothers.
Yeah. Okay.
The
Mother. I thought
three-
they were.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically
So,
Mother Talzin. That's
You guys want to know who? You guys remember how I saw that Lego model and was telling you he looks like Hauser or Hoosier?
Yeah.
actually
you know
when
what
Tyler was right. It is Hosier. I went back.
Oh, it
and
is
looked up.
Hosier. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there.
So
and that's the take me to church guy, right?
yeah.
Okay.
So here is who those mothers remind me of right here. Here they are.
Who is that?
This is a band called Ghost. And this is what they look like.
You mean Ghost?
Yeah, that's what I just said, a band called Ghost. This is it's a theatrical metal band, and this is what they look like, and I just thought it was really ironic that those mothers looked so much like how this band looks. And yeah, I don't know. Thought it was kind of weird and funny, but yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there. Anyways, in terms of the actual episode, what you guys thinking? What do you guys think about that episode? Do you guys still think that episode Ep 5 is the best one so far? You know, they brought our boy back, you know, but a lot of people came back in this one. Little Thrawn, little Ezra.
You know, I think it's gonna be really easy for them to make Thrawn into a Lego minifigure because his hair is
gotta
already plastic.
Yeah. Right? I saw somebody post a funny meme where it was like Thrawn before the pandemic and then post pandemic because he's like fat now and like not ripped anymore. Oh man. Thrawn just has a relaxing voice. He does, doesn't he, Nixon Bricks? Yeah. Great episode. I mean, I still think my favorite episode in Ahsoka so far is episode 5, man.
Yeah, I have to agree.
That 5th episode was just I mean,
I'm
it was
trying
just
to
like
see it as a, you know, it's, and they say this like it's a whole story as opposed to just
Right.
episodes, but you know, you gotta.
Well,
It's
well,
so
see,
compared
this,
to pit the episodes against each other.
this is
Yeah.
one thing I'll give them a lot of credit. First of all, I mean, it's dude, episodes 1 and 2, man. Like, thank God they did those back to back and got them out of the way because those are the most forgettable pieces of garbage I've ever seen, dude. But
garbage?
yeah,
I mean,
episode
it's the prologue, right?
yeah, I know, but I feel like, but would you agree that looking back, you think they could have just fit everything into like one 50-minute episode instead of like, 43 and a 35? Like, do you think they could have just done everything in a little 50 and just like did one episode and just got it out of the way and gave us another episode in the back half, with the back half story than that BS in the front?
Yeah. Well, what I'm hoping is that we just saw Ezra. We just saw Thrawn. There's only 2 episodes left. What's going to suck is that if we just don't get enough Thrawn and Ezra stuff, but then we have those 2 kind of, I guess, fillery episodes, at least in your opinion, Tyler, just kind of time fillers.
Because see, the thing is, how I see it, man, is I think they could have combined everything into a little 50-minute episode for the first 2 episodes. Because episode 3, I still think is pretty boring. I mean, episode 3 is like only like a 33-minute episode. Not a lot happened, but it progressed the story enough where if episode 3 was episode 2, where if they would have done if they would have still done a double drop, imagine if they would have done a double drop on week 1 of 1 and 2 combined into one episode, and then episode 3 as episode 2, where then it's like, dude, first week out, like you have the prologue, dude, they're already, aerial fighting, going to the one planet with the one thing, like where it's like, then episode 3 would be episode 4, where it's like the fight between Balin and them, and it's like you already kind of progressed it. Because I mean, the one thing I can say is I'm very grateful that they broke the kind of course of like actually giving us Thrawn like beginning of episode 6 compared to like waiting until episode 8 or waiting until end of episode 7 or even the end of episode 6. Like I'm glad they did it when they did it.
Right.
Again, I'm still a big thing of like, I still remember when TV shows, like not just Star Wars, but like just in general, like I remember the good days of like when they actually gave us the villain of the show throughout the entire season, unlike all these Star Wars and Marvel shows where they
That are
wait
at the
until the
very
last
end.
2 episodes. Like I just don't
Yeah.
get where that happened, or why that started to happen. But I really like this episode, man. I mean, it was Brent and both of you guys. I don't know if you guys saw that edit on my Instagram story of the episode.
Yeah.
That I reposted from TikTok. I mean, that edit hit like different, dude. I'm like, holy shit! Like that edit, like truly for the first time in a long time, dude. It made me feel like, oh my god, Star Wars is back. Like this episode was fantastic.
You know who else is back? Elon Musk as Thrawn.
I don't like. See, I kind of followed that.
I see Elon, dude. Like,
look. But the thing is, when they first, I see Lars Mikkelsen, dude. Like, I just do. It's like, sure, like maybe they look a little similar, like both, like whatever. But like, when he first came in and he did that first little like walk down the thing, and he said his first little line, and then he had that little smirk after. I mean, I posted on my story too. I'm like, oh my god, dude! Like,
right.
It made me feel so good, man. I'm like, you could just tell how happy Lars Mikkelsen is to be back playing Thrawn, man. And I'm just like, oh my god, the vibes are great.
So while we're talking about Thrawn and these, why isn't? Oh, there we go. While talking about Thrawn here, how about these freaking Stormies, boys? What are the odds that we think we're gonna get these in Lego form, or is it gonna be like a oh man, who was help me out, Mandalorian villain?
The best car stormtroopers with Moff Gideon in his armor.
Well, even just Mando Moff Gideon, like dope, could be such a dope figure, but like obviously it's kind of late to get it. Do you think we're gonna get these like Thrawn Stormies? Because
what do you think, CPA?
These would make for some sick minifigs, boys.
I hope so, but I don't know if I'm trying to think what set would they put it in, because there were leaks about this storyline pretty early on, and sometimes those leaks come from working on Lego sets. And
right.
Not to say that is the reason this happened, but because they would have to give those stormtroopers arm printing. They would have to, and I don't know if they would do that.
Yeah.
I know it's kind of a small disclaimer, but
yeah, no, I mean I agree. And now I don't know. I feel like in terms of arm printing in Star Wars, like if it's not like a character in an expensive set, I guess you could say that, they gave Vader arm printing in the mech and they gave Boba Fett arm printing in the mech. So I don't know. Star Wars is kind of weird about when they don't do arm printing. But yeah, I mean, these figs would look pretty bad if they just had plain white or black arms. But man, these would just... That was my thought when I first saw these Stormies, man. I'm like, dude, like I think someone said, or yeah, just build better than chat said we just need a battle pack of these exiled stormtroopers. I mean that'd be pretty sick.
A battle pack would be the way to do it, because each of them are different. Like no two of them are the same essentially, because whatever those straps are, whether it's Night Sister wardrobe or something, or just them keeping it together.
Star Wars Theory broke it down. It's like some kind of ribbon or some shit. Yeah.
They're undead zombies.
This guy especially though, like, oops, crap, what did I do here?
I feel like I'm the only one on the planet that doesn't like his helmet.
This guy with the weird face with the gold face.
It doesn't look like. Look, I'll tell you this, dude. It does look
weird.
It doesn't look Star Wars to me. But the thing is, some people can say, "Oh, this is a new galaxy" or whatever. But the thing is, this dude and his armor like undead or not, like this was a Imperial Stormtrooper armor from when he was in our galaxy with Thrawn. Like bottom line of it, like unless the Night Sisters randomly put some weird shit on his mask, like just
No, but I mean all the gold stuff. Like okay, so Thrawn's Star
Oh,
Destroyer.
I see where you're coming from. The gold comes from this planet they're on.
Yes,
Oh,
because
okay, good point. Okay, you
yeah,
got me. You got me.
it's based off of some like there's like a Japanese almost like okay, you know how like Kylo Ren's helmet was broken, but then it was fixed with like the red cracks and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Obviously, that's not the same thing because it was just like a what was it like a I don't think it was the Babu Frick people, but it was some kind of what was it like a monkey looking character that fixed his helmet. I don't know, but basically the there's like a Japanese method of like fixing things, but with gold. And so that's why it's kind of like randomly put on there. So it's like these are dead stormtroopers that were, you know, brought back to life by like the mothers or night sisters or whatever. I'm still kind of learning about this whole realm or whatever, but that's kind of why they look like that. And some of the all the stormtroopers kind of
Well,
have
thing
a
is, dude,
different
every
unique look to
stormtrooper
them.
looks fine, man. It's just the Enoch helmet took a while to get used to. But I guess now that you say that
Yeah.
all the gold specific comes from this planet, honestly, that completely just changed my mindset on the fact of like the Enoch thing. As much as I still might not personally like the look of it, I can relate to the fact of why it would exist in this
Yeah.
in this army on this planet.
How about the one with like it looks like he's like the the like co-captain, but the guy with like the gray helmet,
guy?
like yeah.
And someone said that's not the only story. You can see another gray helmet. Like there's like 5 or 6 with the gray helmet in the army. Someone said that is that the only one? But yeah, there's 5 or 6. Really quickly, what was I gonna say? Fuck man. Oh, dude, what about the hermit crab turtle people? What
Yeah, that would be cool to see those guys. Here they are.
Kind of
Oh shit! There we go.
Here we
Dude,
go.
funny.
I mean, that's a top 5 Star Wars species.
What about the big freaky dog
So-
looking thing?
So I'm curious as to your reasoning behind. Is it just calling it a top 5 star species? I'm just curious. Is
Right,
it just how they
They're
talked,
pretty cool.
or
I
the
mean,
way they like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle vibes, or
Yeah.
well, see, look, the more I've grown up, dude, the more I've started to realize, like, I really wonder if there's like, I wonder if someone knows in the chat, dude. Like, is there like a thought process behind like, and I've realized this at some point, but like, especially after liking these guys so much, like, I've started to realize like, why do I always like the underdog small character, you know, like I just like even like Plankton from SpongeBob. It's like, you know, just the fact that he's so tiny and shit. It's like just like it makes me feel for him, and the fact of like holy shit, like he's a huge character in himself and like doing big things, but he's, you know, such a tiny dude. Like same with like Babu, Meeber, like I just like all the small characters from everything. I feel like I like relate to more in a sense where it's like the underdog almost, and it's like, you know, and these guys, bottom line of it, they're cute. I like how they talk. I mean, when the one said Ezra Bridger, like when he said, I loved it. I'll
Like
be
Babu Frick vibes.
I will be lying if I did not say, or if I'd be lying if I told you I did not listen back to that dude say Ezra Bridger about 25 times. Like just the part where the dude said Ezra Bridger 20 times.
Tyler, if they make like a you know the Babu Frick, like the stuffed animal kind of thing where you squeeze it and
100%,
he says things.
I'd buy a plush of one of these guys. 100%.
What if they make a talking plush of one of these?
Yeah.
Ezra Bridger.
Yeah, no. I'm for real, dude. When he said, yeah. Let me try to get. Because Wisco said I aced that imitation. Let me see. Ezra Bridger.
That's funny.
Yeah, Shreddy's right. They're Noti. I didn't know if anyone, but that's their. I kind of don't like the name. It really reminds me too much of just a iPhone notification. Like I just don't like literally.
It's a whole new meaning to Noti Gang. Yeah.
I just like when you say like do you have noties on? It's like it just feels weird thinking that now these are the noties, and it's like I don't like that per se, but yeah, I do like the noties.
But yeah, I mean, boys, I'd be lying to you if they made a battle pack. Oh yeah, see, look at this guy. He has like half a gray helmet. They really all are different. I mean, dude, this might be
Yep.
one of the coolest stormtrooper armies. I mean, these like undead brought back to life Thrawn's army. I mean, like these things are pretty sick. And even when they're talking to Sabine and they like circle everybody, like these
Well,
guys,
see,
man. I want
you
to
got,
see them in action. Like I want to see how these
But
guys fight.
earlier in the episode, Thrawn says when they're going to send out multiple groups of people, he says their numbers have been dwindled.
Mhm.
So why would he be concerned about that if they can just revive the undead army?
Maybe they can only do it so many times.
Well, see, I kind of like I get that, but see, CPA, what I think to that is I honestly wonder if the fact of my assumption here is that somehow in the travels to this new galaxy, just like, whether it's plot armor or whatever, I was under the assumption everyone died on the Star Destroyer initially, like right off the rip, dude. Like
Yeah.
just
Oh,
the,
yeah,
just
that's believable.
like just the travels to there, 10 years ago in the universe. Like, and Thrawn, again, plot armor or not, was the only one that lived. However he did it, Thrawn was the only one that lived, the actual travel to there. And then Thrawn himself, saw the Night Sisters and and the mothers or whatever there, and that's what initiated the fact of bringing back the stormtroopers. And then maybe it comes down to can only do it so much, or
it
maybe
takes a lot. It probably takes a ton of energy. I mean, even in the Clone Wars,
yeah.
Tyler, you and I have seen the Clone Wars. We know that
Where, yeah, the
when they
one
revive them, like,
that one witch, she was like up there doing all of her power, couldn't even move, controlling all. Yeah, so
that
maybe that's that. Yeah, or I was even under the assumption too, like maybe in the travels, some like, sure, maybe his initial fleet was probably maybe double this, maybe but like maybe there was so much armor, like maybe half the stormtroopers got literally thrown out the window, since the windows were broke, like, and lost in hyperspace, or the armor just got so destroyed, or it's like, just rubble of the armor, where it's like the Night Sisters can't even do anything with it. So that's kind of what I thought. With that, at least, I was just under the assumption that literally everyone died before they even got there, type thing.
Yeah. How do you feel about this comment, Tyler, that Shin and Balin are totally going to slaughter the Noti? I think that'd be cruel, man. Star Wars can't do that.
well,
Yeah,
humans, so as long as
Maybe a couple of them will die. Maybe they'll kill one of them, and then Ezra will come out, and he'll just like go Super Saiyan mode and get pissed off that they killed one of the Noti.
I will be. I mean, look, they can kill a couple Noti, but all I know is that at least one Noti better come back to our galaxy.
No, you need two. You need two so they can.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah. Give me, a male and a female Noti better come back to the Star Wars galaxy, and that's that.
So sperm whales, I mean space whales.
This mental thought that I know is wrong, but it just came to my mind, so I'm going to say it. What if Enoch was, and it doesn't make sense, but it just came to mind, is and I can't remember his name, or Agent Callus. It's not, because it can't be. Because he wasn't on the ship, so it's not him. He was already in the rebel camp, but we know who the actor is who plays Enoch.
Yeah,
and he kind of looks like Callus.
Well, the thing is, I mean, CPA, do you think we're actually going to see Enoch helmetless with that actor, or is he just playing the voice and the since the thing is like Merrick only had like one line where it's like they only had like a stunt actor playing him, and it's like no, like where it's like Enoch at least had a couple lines this episode. You would assume he's gonna have some more in the next 2 episodes. Like, are they just having like a genuine actor as the voice type of thing? Like, because he's actually has some lines. Or
I think he's gonna be a legitimate. He may never be unmasked, but I think he's gonna be a legitimate character, and I think we can already see that because he already has so much more personality than Merrick. And which, in retrospect, Merrick was clearly a drone. They literally would tell him to do something, and he'd say, "As you wish," or "Yes, I'm yes, ma'am," kind of thing. Whereas Enoch, he's already like clapping back at Sabine and making comments like that. So a little more personality. So while he may never be unmasked, I think he'll be a legitimate character as opposed.
So you're under the assumption that. You think, but bottom line of it, you think Enoch is not just an undead, because like the thing is, like,
he probably is undead,
but
unless he's one of the people that survived and kind of kept his own consciousness, so Thrawn maybe trusts him a little more, because Thrawn doesn't.
I mean, the thing is, how if he's an undead resurrected, stormtrooper, like how would the actor? I mean, he'd have to play like a zombie, like like as in like if they took his mask off, he would have to like not be human. Like, but or do you think?
Well,
Or do you think
Darth
he's one of the ones that
Maul
didn't die?
and Savage were. Darth Maul was technically revived by the mothers. He was mentally basically dead. He was crazy.
Yeah,
It was
okay,
not
but
in
the
the
Maul
same
thing's
respect,
different.
but-
I mean, the Savage thing I can kind of more agree with because, yeah, I mean it's tough to say. I don't. I mean, with anything that either of us are saying right now,
Yeah.
I think we both just don't under like.
It's all new territory.
Well, the thing is, I mean, Enoch genuinely might not be fucking anything. Bottom line of it, or he might be something that either of us are saying. I mean, that's the biggest question. I mean, do they even want to make Enoch anything bigger? Which I think would be cool. I mean, I do think. And what do you guys think are in those caskets? What do you guys think are in those things they're bringing? What do you guys think? From the
I think
catacombs.
it's the resource.
More dead people?
I think it's the resources, more that gold stuff.
You think that's like a
yeah.
vibranium type thing from Marvel, like where it's just like a very solid, like just a precious thing that's not in our galaxy. That they're bringing in?
Beskar? Different kind of Beskar?
In our other podcast, we mentioned earlier today, one of my friends mentioned Cortosis from the Bane trilogy. I don't know if either of you read those books or listened to them.
No.
It's a substance. He reminded me, it was like it's a rock, and they put it on their armor, and it would mess with the Jedi lightsabers, and would cause it to like legitimately short out.
Oh,
So,
Like if it
well,
touched
it's
it?
probably not that. Pardon?
Like if a lightsaber swung and hit that piece of the armor, the lightsaber would f up.
Yes.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Yes. From recollection, yes, something along those lines. And they call
Or
it
some people would
Cortosis.
bring up the fact. Do you think it's? Are you under the assumption that it's from this universe, more Dathomirians and Night Sisters that they're just bringing? Because I mean, they're wiped out in our planet or in our galaxy. They're wiped out. You think
Were they
it's like
completely wiped out?
the only survivors, right, are the one from Jedi Fallen Order that was a kid. Asajj lived but then died. Like
dead,
because
yeah.
the massacre in that Clone Wars episode.
Did they kill all of them?
Yeah. I mean, that was like the assumption there. But then again, the Fallen Order one lived, whatever. 5 years later,
It was
and
Mara or something.
yeah, Mara, and then Asajj ended up dying. Mother Talzin died in season 6, and Night Brothers. The only thing there is like, what happened to all the Night Brothers? That's my biggest. I mean, did we ever learn what happened to all the rest of the Night Brothers in our
I mean,
universe?
they were, in my mind at least, they were never imbued with any magic, like Asajj was. So they're just at that point they're probably just Zabraks, basically.
Well, see, now I'm surprised, dude. Why didn't when Mother Talzin was the only one alive? The season 6 arc where she died, I haven't watched since it came out. Quite frankly, 'cause I don't fully remember what happened. But why didn't when all the Night Sisters died? Why didn't and Savage died at that point too? Why didn't Mother Talzin just like do all of her magic weird shit on all the rest of the Night Brothers and just turn them into more Savages and have like 50 Savages just like protecting her or out in the wild?
Probably just
Well,
a
'cause-
power requirement for that.
Well, Savage
Essence
ended up
transfer.
like.
Get
didn't
out of here,
Savage-
Clone Wars. You haven't even seen the effing Savage episodes. Get out
Yeah,
of here.
but dude, I know things. Come on.
What color is Savage?
He's fucking like golden, yellowish, and black.
Okay. Yeah.
What season did he premiere in?
I
This
don't
season.
fucking know.
Ooh.
This season, not even episode.
I don't know, dude. I'm a busy dad. I'm trying to get around to Clone Wars.
Was he
Jeez.
four?
See,
I
even
thought-
CP
I thought it
doesn't
was
know which
3.
one.
I thought it was season 3. Season
You
3.
Thought
episode
you
11.
should know, Clone
Season
Boy.
3, episode 11. I want to say 11 or 12.
I'll look it up. Who voiced
Either
it?
way, boys, I really
Tom
think
Kane.
that it would be really
Right?
cool.
Tom Kane.
Savage Opress? No.
It's the same. Oh, dude, it's an voice actor that plays like 8 other characters in the show.
Yeah.
It's not Matthew Wood, not I'm trying to think of another character that he at least plays. The same one that plays. I'm losing. I don't know. Who?
Clancy Brown.
Clancy Brown. Yep.
He
Oh,
plays. He plays Mr. Krabs. He plays. He was
Mr.
in that live.
Krabs.
He was in episode 1. He was in the pilot. He was the general guy.
In
He played his
Ahsoka?
live-action counterpart from his Rebels character.
Oh, the governor of Lothal or whatever.
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, which episode did you say, Savage?
Season 3, episode 11 or 12, I think, right?
Season 3, episode 10.
Oof. It was
Oh,
called
come
Monster.
on.
I'll
You
give it
should
to you.
know this.
It was called Monster, right?
It was.
Sweet.
I need to watch Clone Wars again.
Whatever.
Yeah, but before next week of Ahsoka, I'm gonna go back and rewatch the Night Sisters episode where they're all zombies and stuff, because they're 100% doing that. Like these stormtroopers have got to be Night Sister magic zombie shit. Like they have to. So I'm just gonna rewatch that episode, just kind of get the vibes, man. Imagine like, oh my god, all these stormtroopers like in battle, and every time one dies, they do a Merrick where they get all blown up in the dust and shit. That'd be incredible.
Right? I think a battle pack of these would be sick because somebody would make a mock of this scene and buy 100 of those battle packs.
Let me see how many. Let me try and guesstimate how many are in there.
Yo, Brent, can you find a picture of Just Build Better said there's Coruscant police gunships? I mean, and at that point, Imperial police gunships, but Imperial police gunships on the hangar?
Yeah, I mean, let's see.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Way back there, I just see TIE fighters.
Yeah, I don't see any there. Just Build Better. Where at?
Yeah, where at, dude? Where at?
I don't think
It was the other. You gotta flip the view, find the other view.
Oh, where they first showed right on the left there? Is that one of the wings of the right there on the
Yes.
left above the stormtroopers?
Yep, that's one of the whatever they call them, the police ones.
Oh, that's sweet, dude. That's incredible seeing those again. Well, I'm
It's a
gonna.
better angle right here, maybe. No.
I'm trying to scrub through the episode and find. So did either of you have an issue where Thrawn says to Morgan, he basically, and I've had this will be the third time I've had this conversation.
Oh yeah, I think I know where you're going.
Where he says to Morgan, find out everything you can about Ahsoka Tano, like who her master was, where she's from, yada
Yeah.
yada.
I
He should have
don't
known
like-
all that. He
Yeah,
should
yeah,
know
but-
all that already.
Because, dude, if Thrawn knows who Balin Skull is, from the Jedi Order, like, if he knows Balin Skull, why does he not know Ahsoka from when she was in the Jedi Order at least? Sure, she laid low after Order 66 and stuff, sure, but it's been a while. I haven't seen Rebels in like a year. Was that not? Was that what is Mayo? Real before, don't feel guilty as playing. I'll read that. I don't know, man. What are you talking about? But I'll read that in a second. But did Thrawn and Ahsoka never come face to face in Rebels?
I don't believe so.
I'm still surprised though. That dude, at least knowing
She
her
laid pretty low.
master. How the hell does he not know her master?
Well,
dude?
in canon books that came out a couple years ago, he knows that.
he knows Anakin, right?
Yeah,
Like,
he knows Anakin is Vader. So you
Yeah.
can't convince me that if he knows Anakin is Vader, he's not going to be like, all right, Anakin, everyone knew who Anakin was. All right, I'm going to find out who his Padawan was and everything to know about her, because if she's half as good as Anakin, she's going to be an issue.
Yeah,
And even
I don't.
just out
right?
of boredom or curiosity, I feel like he would dig into that.
Crap.
And okay, so someone else pointed out to me when we were talking about it that there's actually excerpts from the canon book that are from the prequel era, where Thrawn is talking to Padme about Anakin's former Padawan
Mhm.
apprentice, and then Padme name drops Ahsoka to him. So
In the
I don't know
canon
if-
books.
yeah, in one of the Thrawn books. I don't know
See-
which one. Maybe the second one. I didn't read them.
I see. I will 100% agree with you on that. I don't like the direction they took that at all. I will agree.
Which Filoni could have just said, "All right, I need this story plot point, so we're gonna ignore that," because he's done that with the comics, I believe. I don't know if he might have done that with the books.
But even
But-
then, I mean, wouldn't that have been better for him to literally already know Ahsoka and like already have plans and
Yeah,
like be able to like actually? I mean, that would have been cool.
'Cause then
Ray,
he can really make a good plan instead of let's shoot
Hon-
the whales out of the sky.
yeah, well, yeah, and only have like 2 days to come up with it or a day to come up with it until Ahsoka actually gets there. Yeah, yeah. Yo, real quick, can you guys hear this? I'm gonna play it from my computer, dude. This is how crazy. I've been spending the last like 20 minutes trying to effing find this clip. You guys have any predictions of what I'm gonna be trying to play?
When he
Star
says
Wars? Something?
Ezra Bridger.
All right, so this is out of a reaction. I'm literally scrolling through reaction videos trying to find someone that just played this thing.
Can't hear it.
No, you guys can't
You gotta
hear
play
it.
it through your phone.
Oh, my phone's upstairs. Oh, give me like 2 more minutes. Let me go get my phone. Continue to talk.
Yeah, I mean, I think.
Speaking of Ezra Bridger,
Yeah. Speaking of Ezra,
how PO'd is he gonna be when he finds out what Sabine has done?
dude. Yeah, no kid. I mean, so that's like what? She lost that map like what 3 times or twice? 3 times? No, she lost the map in episode 1 when she lost it to Shin Hati, and then she gave it to Balin.
At least twice, basically.
Yeah, at least twice. The first time was just ridiculous because Ahsoka's like, "Don't take off with this thing. It's really important." She's like, "Nah, I need to go back down to Ezra's old apartment and think about it." Go mull things over in Ezra's old apartment. All right, Tyler, play the thing.
All right, let's see. I think I'm right there. Hold up. All right, it might be like 5 seconds till it plays, but here we go. Where should I guess I'll go towards my computer screen.
Oh, little Ewoks. They're tutus. What are they?
Do you
New
know
Ewoks.
Bridger? He's my friend.
There we go, man.
They're not talking base.
Dude, incredible, man. Top 5 species. Give me
Dude,
a battle
they-
pack for noties.
Battle pack of the noties. No, dude, what they
Head
need to do is
mold.
oh god, they need to do a talking plushie so you can have him next to Babu Frick.
Yeah. No, and dude, and literally, all I need the nodie to say is Ezra Bridger. That's it, dude. Just that one
Ezra
line.
Bridger.
But when Ezra
Ezra.
finds out,
Ezra.
we all know Ezra's got a little bit of a dark side in him, based on what we've seen in the past. And so when he finds out,
Yeah.
I want like some rage to just click in him, and we see like the rocks around him start to levitate.
Yeah.
Just lets the dark side take him over a little bit, and then someone's got to snap him out of it. But
See,
just don't I know it's not going to happen, so I'm not expecting it. But like a little bit of dark side.
Well, see, I don't like that's part of the reason why I don't like that final battle in Kenobi, because I'm not a big rock thrower guy in Star Wars. Like, it
Rock
just
thrower.
it feels way too like Naruto to me, dude. Like some like anime BS. Like,
Yeah, but in
I don't-
Empire,
Well,
fucking
thing is-
Vader was throwing all kind of random stuff at Luke.
I don't but like I don't need to see like I mean that Kenobi scene was so fucking dramatic, dude. With like Vader,
Yeah.
like both of them
Here's
literally
the,
just
like-
taking their sweet ass time. Yeah, they're just standing there. They're like literally, dude. Vader's doing a fucking dance recital just to goddamn get the rocks in the air. Kenobi's standing there with this fucking bullshit face on that he had the entire show.
Well, but this is more of
Vader
like
just throws it.
involuntary.
It's like-
He's not trying to lift the rocks. It's just like the dark side of the force taking him over
Yeah.
with his emotions flaring in this moment. And that just happens because the force is he's just manipulating the force in that moment.
Hey, the Kenobi show is better than Boba Fett's show.
Get out of here.
Those
That-
2 episodes carry the whole show.
Yeah, but they had to bring in Mando and Grogu and Ahsoka.
Hey.
Or did Ahsoka show up in Boba Fett? No,
Yes.
she didn't. Wait, she did.
Yeah.
See, I get
Wonderful
Mando so damn confused because it's basically, or I get Boba Fett's show so freaking confused because it basically turns into Boba Fett season 2.5. You know,
I think Book
at
of
least
Boba,
Obi-Wan stands on its own.
Book of Boba Fett is better than Mando 3 and Kenobi. To me.
Book of Boba Fett is better than Mando 3 and Kenobi. I mean, that one episode, the one good episode, yeah.
Oh, well, see, the thing is, I've said this forever. I mean, the fact that they, quote unquote, ruined or mistreated Boba Fett in that show, he's at least a B tier Star Wars character. Like, just bottom line of it. But Kenobi, they took 2 A tier characters, Vader, Kenobi, and they made a trash ass show out of it. So it's like it's a lot more unacceptable to me. Them taking 2 A tier characters and botching it compared to taking a B tier character like Boba Fett and maybe not doing their finest work. So I 100% will always stand by Boba Fett being better than Kenobi just for that reason. The Mando season 3 thing, maybe a little bit more of like a little debate I could have. But Mando 3, man, no direction. They ruined Moff Gideon, ruined him, dude. And Moff Gideon was leading up to be a beautiful character in the universe.
So you don't like Mando Moff?
It's just so like, dude, like, just so like.
Well, the fact that he was like, I'm going to harness the Force to turn it into a weapon.
My clones.
Dude, yeah. Mando Moff, like, that is one of those key examples where it just seemed like they didn't know what the fuck to do, so they put him in armor, no explanation, just to get hype and sell a toy. Yeah. Like, that is a prime example because, dude, like, the thing is, man, we still have, if Moff, like, look, if that ended up being a clone that died of Moff Gideon, that's such a fucking skimp out, dude. It's like, because they don't even, there's no hints at that, and it's still a terrible.
Except his face looks a little CG. I don't know why.
Well, sure. I mean, but yeah. I agree with that. But, like, I think fundamentally, man, I don't know. They should have taken out, like, literally for their own sake, take out that Pershing episode. All right, give us, because how they should have done this, I think the first scene of Mando season 3, bottom line of it, should have been the cold open. All right, no music. The first 4 minutes of that season should have literally been just a dark ass, no music scene of the Beskar Mandos saving Gideon from that shuttle. Okay, right? And then, but like, kind of make it like a little. You don't know exactly who saved them. Yeah, a little horror type, dude. And then, like, you don't know exactly who saved them. Like, maybe don't show the Beskar Mandos quite yet, but like, whether it's 2 or 3 or 4 minutes, you just do a very dark scene of him escaping that shuttle, because then we at least get a little pretense. Like, he's in the season, he's gonna show up, and then we don't show him for a couple episodes, and then I think the Pershing episode was like episode 4 or something like that, or episode 5. You come back, you replace that episode 5 with, after like 3-4 episodes of no Gideon, then you give us like the 5th episode of nothing but Gideon explaining what the heck happened, where he's at, give us the actual like little breakdown of what the fuck's he doing, dude. Like, where has he been?
Throw the Shadow Council scene in that one as well.
Yeah, dude. Give us more Shadow Council like, because literally the Shadow Council scene. Oh, dude. Like, again, the sequels, I don't like them, dude. But seeing Hux's dad in that scene, ooh, that's my favorite part of Mando season 3, man. I love it because it's just like that Shadow Council scene, dude, went hard, man. Because you could truly kind of tell in that scene the power that Hux's dad had and Pelion. Like, they owned that room, dude. And the fact that, like, dude, the fact that Hux's dad can just throw Gideon a couple Praetorian guards, like, I want to know why. Like, why can Hux, of all those, warlords, just throw a couple Praetorians at Moff Gideon? But we'll never know that probably. And Pelion, dude, like, there's the theory, all depending on when timelines take place. Do you guys think that Thrawn could have been behind Pelion already back in the universe in that scene? And then Thrawn was overseeing through Pelion's point of view what other warlords were fucking, Gideon was like, oh, F Thrawn, we should forget about him. Maybe another warlord was like, yeah, we should get, do you think Thrawn might have been behind Pelion, thinking, like, just trying to see what other warlords are saying about him?
I mean, I'm sure, he's, because Pelion is Thrawn's guy, right?
Yeah.
In the books or wherever. So, yeah, 100% Pelion is reporting back to Thrawn. But even timeline-wise, I don't personally know when that meeting took place versus, I would assume Thrawn is over at Peridia.
In that scene is taking
place.
Yeah. Okay.
And Pelion is just saving face because I interpret it as because I think Pelion was the most Thrawn loyal in that scene, and he's
100%,
kind of like,
100%, yeah,
oh
yeah.
yeah, Thrawn's gonna be coming back at any point, and
Yep.
all the other guys are just trying to basically call his bluff, and because he doesn't even know when Thrawn's coming back.
Well, I mean, Pelion's, yeah, I mean, Thrawn's dude, because even in Rebel Season 4, I mean, like, when Thrawn left, I mean, Pelion was the admiral up in the fleet above Lothal. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, Pelion is Thrawn's dude, you know? So it's like, I would love, dude, I mean, just to know more about, like, I don't know. It hits different, dude. Hux's dad sending Praetorian guards. It hits different.
Later, Mayo.
Like, I don't know, man. All of a sudden, that's my new favorite scene in Mando Season 3. But there's that.
I forgot that Hux's dad was even in that.
Bro, dude, it hits.
I only watched Mando season 3 one time.
Yeah, I'm never rewatching that, I guess, dude. I rewatched the Paz death a couple times, then also the Grogu.
Oh, that was rough.
Guards. Well, hey, the Grogu versus Praetorian Guards, I liked that scene only for the fact of right when the Praetorian Guards when they go into that room where Grogu's jumping around, is I like that like little 5-second music cue of right when the Praetorian Guards get in that room and they play. I mean, the Praetorian Guard theme in that show was great. Like where they did like the it's hard to explain, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Like they played like the very hard, like the like that type of thing. Like, like I loved that. I loved hearing that. And actually, speaking of that, I'm gonna agree with CP. I'm gonna try to find it really quick because I want to listen to it myself again because that's how cool it is.
Oh,
Don't
even
get us
Thrawn's
copyright
theme-
strike now.
Thrawn's theme made a little resurgence, but unfortunately, when he first came out in his with his jaunt down the stormtrooper aisle, they did a variation of his theme, but didn't do his original, almost like Davy Jones theme from Pirates of the Caribbean. It was like that kind of hard organs.
Yeah, the organ. Yeah. Well, dude, someone
didn't-
did a YouTube video of
do
that,
it.
and I got to be honest.
Yeah, that would look sick.
But see, I got to be honest with you, CP. I don't when they did the custom video with the real Thrawn music over it, like yesterday or whatever. I didn't like how it didn't vibe with me too well. So I don't mind the personally the change, you know, for Thrawn's music. But that's just me personally.
You know what's funny is CP Sean popped up in the chat earlier and was like, when's the Star Wars debate happening? And I was like, be careful what you wish for, Sean. It's just me and Tyler in here that could start and never stop.
He came into my chat last week and dropped a little bomb. He said, "The Clone Wars saved the prequels."
Oh, I know. He keeps, yeah. Well, me and you had a whole like hour and a half long conversation with
Who
him
said
about
that
that.
real quick? I missed it. I was listening to
Sean.
who were you guys-
He came into my chat yesterday under the ACOB account, and I assume it was
Oh,
Sean, and said, just out of the
Yeah.
blue, the Clone Wars saved the prequels.
Yeah, that's Sean's hot take right now.
And we had a very quick discussion on it, and it was resolved very easily.
Real quick, for everyone that doesn't know what I'm talking about, this is it. You guys can't. This music cue was incredible. There's that, dude. I loved it. Praetorian
Followed by a
Guards.
puppet.
Well, see, look,
Followed
I
by
think Grogu's overplayed as shit right now, dude. I mean, the next time I see Grogu, he better be
An
Dead.
adult.
somewhat different because Mando 3, man, like, sure, I don't like they didn't focus on him too much, and whether that's a good or a bad thing, but holy shit, I'm sick of Grogu, man. Like, just fundamentally, man, it's like, you know, it's been since 2019. Think about it. It's been since October of 2019 or whatever when we saw Grogu first, and it's coming up on 4 years, and it's like just legitimately, dude, we know zip about him still.
What
very
if he's
true.
from Peridia?
That'd be interesting. I mean, that'd be interesting if all of Yoda's species. I mean, I would agree with that'd be a very nice little thing if all of Yoda's species are from.
Yeah, because it's unknown still
Yeah.
where that species comes from.
Because even to me, it wasn't world breaking, but it was lore shattering in an interesting way that the Night Sisters are from this completely new galaxy. Well, not new, but completely different galaxy. They're not even from our galaxy, which I thought that was like for Dave to do that was pretty.
So I'm
monumentally
still under the
shifting.
assumption. Was that confirmed that literally all of the Night Sisters are from that or is it just two different like subspecies of Night Sisters, one from each. You know, do we know that yet?
Could be. I can't remember who said it, but I was under the impression that I
Like,
think
like
Morgan did Morgan say that the Night Sisters traveled from that galaxy to this galaxy and came to Dathomiri and settled there.
now that you say that, it sounds familiar, but I can't
I feel like,
confirm.
yeah, I feel like I've also heard that, but
I think Morgan said it on the ship when it was Morgan.
So was
Shin, and
Dathomir
Balin.
itself, maybe Dathomir itself, the only native species is the Night Brothers?
the Zabrak.
or the little
Does that-
turtle guys, the Noties.
Dude,
They-
well, I think
they
it was
never
pretty. I
left.
think it was pretty obvious. I mean, am I wrong that the bandit people, like the helmet bandit people, were meant to be Tusken Raiders, and the Nodis were meant to be Jawas? Like how?
Yeah.
Like
Darn it.
right? Am I wrong on the fact of
What
like?
if what if the
Oh,
whole
yeah.
season ends just like Return of the Jedi, except it's the Noties that are like the Ewoks, and they start killing all those stormtroopers?
Or Brent, I'll one up you, dude. What if you know how Balin said like it seems like the Night Sisters are trying to flee a greater power, and
It's the Noties.
and something is calling out to Balin.
Balin, yeah.
It's the fucking Nodis,
It's the
man.
Well, dude, think about it, man. When Yoda was introduced, it
He
was
this little green.
well,
guy.
it goes there's like a classic trope
Beans.
of like the weird character that you run across along your journey on the side of the road that is actually a wise, whatever, important, powerful character. You know what I mean?
Well,
So
what about how like
maybe
you guys know like the Yuzong Vong or like the Ricotta or the Yuzong Vong or like the Grisk or whatever, like like those bigger powers. What if like at the end of the season, the last clip is like all of the Nodis are like just like the Yuzong Vong like in like the skies, bro, and the Nodis like the last scene is like you had a little Ninja Turtle Nodi like just like transform into a big ass Yuzong Vong.
Just a big one.
Yeah, well, no, like a whole different species. Like it's just like like a whole different species, like the
Because
Yuzong
we've never
Vong.
seen those in real life, correct?
The
Or in
Yuzong
canon?
Vong?
Yeah.
Not the Yuzong Vong, but the Rakatan Empire, from what I know at least, was mentioned in Andor,
correct.
and then the Grisk are actually in the new Thrawn books that are canon. Am I right? The Grisk.
I think so, yes.
Yeah. So the only one, I mean, the Yuzong Vong to me personally are the most.
I meant we've never visually seen them.
Yeah, we never visually. Are the books? There's no. Well, actually, I'm an idiot. I was about to say there's no pictures in the books. No, I was thinking the Thrawn trilogy was a fucking picture book.
Hey, they should make an illustrated version. Well,
Okay, here we go.
Boys,
The ancient homeworld of my ancestors, the Dathomiri. So it's the homeworld of the Night Sisters. Per Morgan.
Hey, the second CPN, I get into some Clone Wars talk. Brent's like, "Fuck, I don't know what the fuck to say here." He's dipping now.
hey man, listen, it's not like I don't want to talk. I just know,
Real quick,
we don't want to get too deep, and then we'll be like 2 hours into all Star Wars talk, because that can happen around here.
Hey, but at least it's at the end. At least like we actually covered everything.
We got through
Put
everything
it-
first.
You
Yeah,
gotta put a timestamp in the description to segregate what
This is the Star Wars
Lego
part.
versus.
Yeah, right when you hit 2 hours and 44 minutes, get the fuck out of here. You don't want to listen to the bullshit.
But real quick, did either of you have a problem when Hu Yang said the thing? He said a long
we
time
can
ago
say
in
it's
a
spoil- I mean,
galaxy far, far away.
no, I didn't have a problem. It put me in the mood, man.
I was kind of annoyed. I was like, really? Like,
Well, hey, look,
I liked it.
CPA. If anything, man, like the worst case scenario, even if it puts you in a bad mood, are you about to tell me that it wasn't worth the fact we could get an edit like this? Want to throw me on the big screen?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
to think about the fact.
oh, you just.
Sorry, I just booted him.
So CPA, man, if you didn't like it during the episode, could you at least appreciate the
Is he
fact?
gonna narrate a nice little montage?
Well, yeah, you can do it in edits now. So here, we'll go.
In a galaxy
Really?
Yeah. The only way it made sense is because they were literally going to a galaxy far, far away.
You can at least appreciate that motherfucker made a intro to an edit at least, man.
They knew
It
what
was
they were
pretty
doing.
cool.
They're like, all right, we're gonna help out the TikTok analytics.
Oh man. Well, boys, chat. before we get too far into some Star Wars talk. If you like the Star Wars talk, there's definitely an all Star Wars stream happening soon where we will argue with Sean when he tries to tell us that the Clone Wars saved the prequels and a bunch of other hot takes and things. So,
Hey, well, Brent, real quick, I really do genuinely think you guys should do that Lego Star Wars hot take episode and get
Oh, yeah.
5-6 big Lego Star Wars people, like, you know, that just like genuinely are super passionate about it, and like and list 5-10 hot takes each. I think that'd be a banger episode, Brent. Like, tell Sean.
yeah.
I don't know if Sean's in here, but I think that'd be incredible.
well, yeah, we'll definitely put a pin in that and mention that to him. Shai says, "Sweet, still going?" Yep, because Star Wars kept us going for like another hour and a half. Noti Gang, yeah, man, they bring a whole new meeting to the Noti Gang. Shout out to the Noti. I can't wait. Can't wait, Brent, for that Order 66 for the win. I'm not sure what you mean by there, sir. How did the likes go down? Oh, no. People are unliking. Oh, no.
Is it?
That's bonkers, man. People were effing with us earlier when we were silent. I get that, but is it over under 100 right now?
It's at 99. I don't know if it.
That's
somebody wanted to.
bro.
Someone just wanted to bring it. It's all right. Replay Gang will hit us up with like 50.
I know
more
who
likes
has
for
the
it.
audacity to unlike that.
You know what I say to that? This is what I have to say to that.
If I had to take a bet, if Jalen would unlike it, that dude's a hater.
Yeah, it's probably Jalen.
Jalen Phillips.
For episode 107 of A Couple of Brickheads. It's been a good ride, guys. It's been a good ride. Shout out to Sean, who's on a work trip. Our hearts go out to you. Oh, snap. For Tyler, a.k.a. Life Bricks. For that Lego CPA. And for me, Brent the Right Way. Actually, no, I'm just kidding. For me, myself, Brent's Bricks. This whole crew, this whole show has been... Gotta let it ride out even at the end, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, what you got there?
A troll.
Troll?
All the trolls and the.
We'll see you guys next week, next Tuesday on Figonomics. And shout out to the Replay Gang. Run those likes up all the way to 150. Tyler's got trolls out for some reason. Don't really know why. But this whole show right here has been A Couple of Brickheads. We'll see you guys on Tuesday for Figonomics. Peace. Ooh, I got mine too.